Everyone, the Game of Thrones Season 8 trailer has dropped. Holy freaking hype. It's so good too. Oh my God. Wow. I'm blown away. I'm ready. We don't usually go live on Tuesdays, but let's be honest, for an occasion such as this, all right, for something such as this, we go live, right? Am I dead? I'm not dead. But I am extremely hyped. Like, okay, let's talk. Let's bring up the trailer over here so I can watch it. Oh my God. You know what? We're going to get demonetized anyways because we're going to be showing the trailer a ton. You guys want to watch it together? Let's put some hype hands in the air, in the air, in the air. Let's put some hype hands in the air if we want to watch it together. Shall we watch it together? All right, let's do that. Let's screen cap this bitch. And, okay, let's do this. We're gonna do this. Share this screen, but we're gonna go to this, and we're gonna do this. And I'm gonna try to sync these both at the same time here.
I know death.
So Arya's running. We got Arya running.
Many faces. I look forward to seeing this one.
She wants to fight the Night King or the White Walkers. Oh my God. Okay. The Golden Company. Hell yes.
They brought you where you are now.
Sam.
Where
Oh,
you belong.
King's Landing. Cersei looking devious. Oh, damn. Jon and Daenerys riding to Winterfell, baby. Dragons over Winterfell, baby.
They're coming.
Oh, baby.
Our enemy doesn't tire. Doesn't stop.
Oh, baby. Battle for Winterfell. Jaime Lannister fighting. Oh, my God, baby. Oh, my God. Jaime Lannister freaking fighting. Oh, my God.
I promise to fight for the living.
Hell yeah, Jaime freaking Lannister, baby. Oh my God, Jon and Daenerys riding dragons, baby. Oh my God, this trailer is amazing. I'm freaking out. Oh my freaking God. Hype. Like, holy freaking crap. Oh my God. Like, it's so insane. Oh my God. It's just,
I'm Carl.
okay, we gotta turn this off for a second here. We're gonna have to watch this again. Like, oh my God. That was just everyone in chat. Okay, let's discuss. My favorite part of the trailer was Jaime Lannister. Jaime freaking Lannister fighting. I'm guessing that's the battle for Winterfell or something. I don't know. Chat. Should we watch it again? Like holy freaking crap. Oh my God. Chat, we got CC Stark, Maura Lee, Andy Burnett, Moonlit Maiden, Shadow Fox. Thank you for the donation. Oh my God. Alana. Oh, the crypts. Okay, what's everyone's favorite part? Arya holding dragon glass. All right. I can dig that. My favorite part was Jaime Lannister fighting, and then Daenerys and Jon walking up to the like. Jon's gonna ride a dragon. People, it's gonna happen. Oh my god, oh my god. Ellen King, thank you for the donation. Holy crap! Just so happy donation, Broken Birds. Thank you. You know what? You know what we're gonna do? It's only 11:38 here for me, but you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna stay here for a couple of hours, and we're gonna discuss this trailer. And you better bet that I'm gonna break down this trailer all friggin' week. Oh my god, there is so much juiciness to this trailer. Oh my, Harry Strickland on Euron's boat was awesome too. Yep. Everybody, hit that like button if you're hyped for the Game of Thrones season trailer out. Come on. Hell yeah. So let's break down this trailer. Let's you know what? Let's kind of freeze frame everything, and shall we go for each one? Like kind of go I'm gonna have to pop out chat here because I won't be able to see you guys while I'm screen sharing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop this out. And shall we let's go kind of like we can go frame by frame or something like that. Let's do that. I'm gonna try to make this I'm dying, people. I'm dying from excitement. Yeah, Brienne fighting. I swear I'm not dying, everyone. Sorry, I'm trying to get this set up so we can watch this. Let's get this. Let's close this. This is hype. This is so hype. So let's get a official trailer here. Let's screen cap this again. Screen share this. Let's do this. And I had to get the sound here. We're going to do 01 here. 1 second. Let's get this back. Let's do this. And then we're going to watch it like this. But I got to be able to. Okay. So let's go frame by frame here. Let's go to, there's Arya. So there's Arya. Let me bring up the chat. Another donation, Shadow Fox. Thank you. Okay. So we have Arya here, everyone. And we're screen capping this, and she's, it's pretty interesting. What does she say here again? And then she starts running. Okay, so this has got to be when Winterfell is getting attacked, right? Like this has got to be when Winterfell is getting attacked. She's running in the crypts. What do we think is happening here? Yeah, this has got to be. I think this has got to be like. Is this after the battle? I mean, she's all bloodied and stuff, right? She looks upset. So I don't know. She looks scared and covered in blood. I think this has got to be during the battle for Winterfell. She's like hiding from a White Walker or something. Or this could be, what would be crazy is like the Faceless Men. This is kind of like maybe something that's a little bit more tinfoily. Is like the Faceless Men are coming for Arya. I don't really think that's going to happen. But this is back at King's Landing. At King's Landing. Some people think it's the crypts, right? So let's look at this again. Let's screen share this again. What's Arya doing? Let's get some sound going here. And she starts running.
I know death.
She knows she's running. She says, I know death, which is really interesting, right? Because we know that Arya had training with the Faceless Men, and she's got that dragon glass dagger that she has. And also, we can't forget that she has the cat's paw dagger, which Bran gave her, right? So that's really friggin' interesting, right? And I think that, I've been talking about it a lot. Me and Lucifer, means Lightbringer, talked about it, and JR have talked about it. And that dagger that Bran gave to Arya is super significant. And I think it has to, she's got to be one of the most like powerful people that's still left, right? Geez, holy crap. This is just so hype. I got to stop sharing for just 1 second. I got to pull something up here. Let's do this. Oh my God. No, don't worry. I'm going to screen cap it again for everyone. I just want to make sure we have 212 people watching. Hell yes. Everybody is so hyped. 273 people watching. Let's keep the hype going. Let's get back to screen sharing this. One sec. I just wanted to make sure that I had chat properly up. I didn't want to ignore you guys and gals. Let's do this. Screen share again, and let's just like let's watch it all over again. I want to watch the whole thing again. Is everybody down for that? Let's do that. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this for the sound, and let's just watch it again together. Let's do it. I'm loving this. Okay, so here is Arya, right? So she's running. Is this the Crypts of Winterfell or? Man, there's Davos.
He's got many faces.
Oh, hell yes. Varys knows they're coming.
I look forward to seeing this one.
Dragon glass dagger. Hell yes. Hell yes. This is amazing too. You're on with the Golden Company.
Everything you did brought you where you are now.
Tormund and Beric in the crypts, maybe? Is that Dolorous Head? I think that's Dolorous Head. King's Landing. Oh. The atmosphere in this trailer is insane, everyone.
They're coming. Our enemy.
Daenerys in the crypts with Jon. Oh, baby. Gendry! Yes, 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 yes.
Doesn't feel.
This is my Jaime fucking Lannister. Fighting. Oh my God.
I promise to fight for the living.
Yes! Oh, I love Jaime!
I intend to keep that promise.
Jon's gonna ride Rhaegar! Oh my God. The battle for Winterfell is gonna be so insane. Oh my God. It's just so insane, everyone. I can't stop freaking out right now. Like, it's just, holy crap. Let's take a look at chat here. So what do we think about that? Like, Jon riding a dragon, like that's gonna, and all the charred bones. What's happening there? I mean, oh my God. That trailer is that's such a good trailer, because what it does is it actually sets the tone of the season without giving, I mean, it's pretty hype. It's like telling us a lot, but I don't think it's giving away too much, right? Oh my God. Is that like, it's got to be one of the best opening trailers, right? Dragons got to eat. My goodness. My goodness. Okay, everyone, let's take a poll in chat right now. I'm trying to breathe, everyone. I'm trying to breathe, but I'm like extra hype, right? I want everyone to rate this trailer out of 5. Can we do that? Can we like rate this trailer? Like, what does everybody rate this trailer out of 5? Like, how good is it to you guys and gals? How good is the trailer out of 5? 5, 7, 11? I just think everybody's been waiting so long. Creates, yeah, it does create kind of more questions, doesn't it? Jamie's definitely not going back on his word. And this chat is so fast right now. Holy crap. I think the last time we had 300 was like during the season, last season. Yeah. We got do we get the hype light on? Can everybody see the hype light? We got the hype light on today during the day. This is usually a nighttime thing. Okay. Oh, baby. Okay, so let's discuss. Let's break down this trailer. Let's screen cap it again. Let's go frame by frame like I talked about. And let's do this. Let's screen cap this and let's really actually go over this. Every single friggin' slide of the trailer. Let's get friggin' hyped. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to get the chat out so I can see you guys. So let's go through this here. We got Arya. He's bloodied. Bloody. What's happening here? Can we come to a conclusion on this? Chat. Is this like Winterfell? Is this what's going on there? No trace of the Hound. That's pretty interesting. I don't know. We have to look deeper, right? So let's see what chat says. Is that King's Landing? She's fighting a White Walker. I think this is Winterfell, right? King's Landing? She's running from something. Winter Hell. That's a great point, Cece. Running from Hot Pie? Nah. The Hound wasn't it? Okay. Wasn't that the Hound right before they showed Jaime? Hell yes. We'll go over the Hound part too. Winterfell, the crypts. Jon and Daenerys being in the crypts is really interesting. Running the halls in Winterfell. Like the White Walkers are going to enter Winterfell, right? Winterfell crypts. He has to protect her. Winterfell. So the consensus is like, chat, mainly Winterfell. Is that what we're thinking here? Let's go. Yeah, it's kind of dark, but let's look at it again. Yeah, that's Winterfell. That's 100% Winterfell, everyone. Arya is the only survivor? No, definitely not. But I mean, I think that they, jeez, not the Hall of Faces, I don't think. This has got to be Winterfell, right? Winter gone? Yeah. Winterfell is in big trouble, everyone. Winterfell is in big trouble, right? Like, the White Walkers are going to come. They have Viserion. Jon said in the trailer, which I found really, we have an army that doesn't tire, right? And like Jon's tired of fighting, but he's trying to do the right thing. Oh my goodness. Try to get Sansa, but has to change directions. Yeah, she's definitely hiding from a White Walker or ice spiders or like an like a white direwolf. Oh my God. What if she's running from like a beast, like an ice spider or like a white direwolf, right? That would be insane, right? I'm assuming it's a White Walker. So like, I don't know. She's running really fast. We've never really seen White Walkers run. So what's after Arya? Could it be an ice spider, an ice direwolf? Oh my God, a white direwolf. Oh my God. I mean, she could be running away from from dead Hodor. Imagine if Bran, like Hodor comes back. She's running from the Bud Knight. Some of you in chat are hilarious. Blood all over her. Nymeria as a white. So that would be interesting if Nymeria came back and then she ended up dying protecting Arya. I mean, and then she got raised. White Walker Sansa? No, that's not happening. Sansa's surviving the whole series. What could really scare Arya? Hell yeah. Like, that is a good question, right? What could really scare Arya? Hodor? I don't know. I kind of like I kind of like the dead dire, like the white direwolf idea. Man, this is so awesome. Thank you everyone for joining, by the way. We're going to be here for a couple hours discussing this trailer. Let's look at it again. Let's take a look at it again. And let's get some music to let's get some I don't know, like, what could it really, like, what is she running? And then we got the extension of this. What is she running from, everyone? This is huge. Yeah, Arya is scared as hell, everyone. She's desperate to get to something before whatever is behind her. The mountain? Nah. Varys is hiding? Yeah. The Faceless Men certainly would be interesting. They come in, I mean, they're extremely dangerous and you know, ninja-like. So, I mean, a dream? Could that be a dream? No, I think this is, I mean, she just like woke up all of a sudden, right? She's like, running from her father raised. Oh my God. There are some seriously crazy suggestions in chat. Damn. There's Varys. Maybe faceless man. Dead kings of winter awoken. Night King. Could be the Night King. Be careful what you wish for, right? She has that dragon glass dagger, and she's looking for, she's running from no one. The crypts are opened. Okay. Man, chat, you are seriously hyped. Okay, let's play the video again. Let's do it again. Let's watch the whole trailer again. Should we watch the trailer again? I mean, come on, it's pretty hype, right? Do we want to watch the whole trailer again? Are we just gonna watch it like 10 times together? Do we just really want to watch it like 10 times together, everyone? Okay, we're watching the trailer again, everyone. Hell yes. We're gonna get demonetized, but it doesn't matter. I don't care. Okay. Let's get I gotta do this. And oh crap. No, I'm starting it. I'm trying to get both to go simultaneously here. So there's Arya. Her face is trying to keep her composure, right? It's got to be a White Walker or white or something, or a bunch of whites.
He's got many faces. I look forward to seeing this one.
Be careful what you wish for, Arya.
Everything you did brought you where you are now.
There's Dollar Sad. That's good. There's Samwell and Bran.
Where you belong. Oh.
This trailer is so amazing.
They're coming.
Oh. Daenerys
Our
consoling
enemy doesn't
Jon.
tire.
Oh my God. Yes, make better weapons, baby.
Doesn't feel.
Jaime! I think that's when Cersei's gonna die right there.
I promise to fight for the living.
There's Sandor. Oh, baby. Oh my God. They're saying this is bigger than the Lord of the Rings Battle at Helm's Deep. Oh my God. This trailer is so freaking hype, everyone. Like, where's that scene of Arya fighting? I want to find that. I want to find that scene of Arya fighting. That was pretty interesting. Like, look at this. Like, what's going on here? Holy crap. That's Arya going nuts at the battle for Winterfell. Oh my friggin' God. Jon and Dany walking up to dragons. Like, Jon is going to ride Rhaegal here, right? Like, this is absolute. Oh my God, chat. I don't know how to compose myself right now. I really don't. I really don't. We almost got 400 people watching right now. If you're enjoying this and you're having fun, please feel free to like this video and subscribe to the channel. There's going to be a ton of Game of Thrones content for Game of Thrones Season 8. We're going to be breaking down this trailer all week. We're going to be doing some collabs. We'll do a podcast on it. But man, geez. Like, this is so crazy. Fricky Doctor. we got HBO, I will give you this. Let's get the soundboard going. HBO. Thank you. Thank you, HBO. And for anybody that doesn't enjoy this trailer, I have to... Shame on you, because this trailer is damn hype. Like, I have to say HBO really put this together. Like, this is a 5 out of 5. I think this has got to be a 5 out of 5 Dracarys. Right? It's got to be a 5 out of 5 Dracarys, right? Hype hands in the air, everyone. Jeez. Okay, so let's go back to So we're gonna go back here. We got Arya obviously running. That's pretty interesting. Then we got Varys. Is this everybody that's kind of held up in Winterfell before the battle for Winterfell? Are they like getting prepared in this moment, or what's going on here, chat? What do we think? So yeah, so they're all kind of like just laying up in Winterfell, you think? Gotta think that. All the women and the children and the people that aren't fighting, like they're just gonna be in some sort of room, like trying to be protected. Is that the crypts? Are they hiding in the crypts, maybe? That'd be really interesting. They put all the people that they huddled them up during the battle. Yeah. Yeah, I'm drinking some coffee. You could hear me slurp. Okay. So let's move on from this. Then we have more of the running. So I think that's a Stark banner behind there. So let's go behind. Let's go here. Yeah, I think this is Winterfell. There's Arya's running. This is super hype, right? She's like, I'm down to fight some White Walkers. She's going to be so key to the War for Dawn. She has Dragonglass. She has the Cat's Paw dagger. Right? Arya is running. Yeah, so the crypt. So she's running from damn. The dead are rising within Winterfell. Yep. I mean, we all gotta try to think that maybe Winterfell is going to fall, right? Like it's probably gonna fall. Do we think they actually are able to save Winterfell? Is this the final battle with the White Walkers? Like that's the question is, are they gonna beat the White Walkers at Winterfell? That would feel kind of anticlimactic to me if in episode 3 the White Walkers are done and then there's Cersei left. I mean, do we really think that that's going to be a thing? I mean, I understand the possibility of that happening, but Alan King, with that shot of Cersei, you think she's giving props to Great Arya and saying Euron is totally going to be the one to kill her? I don't know. I still think it's going to be Jaime Lannister. What do we think about Winterfell falling, though? Do we think that that's going to happen? I mean, everybody in chat, let's take a little bit of a poll here. Let's try to get on the same page here. Is Winterfell going to fall to the White Walkers? Like they're gonna take massive losses at Winterfell, right? Winterfell's gonna fall. Let's see how everybody kind of sways in chat. Winterfell is 100% falling. Yes. Winterfell. I mean, it's called Winterfell, right? Yes. Man, chat is moving so fast right now. I love how hype all of you are right now. I am so freaking excited that this dropped today. All week we're going to be covering this, everyone. You better bet we're going to be doing character breakdowns. We're going to be breaking down every character's role in Game of Thrones Season 8. Videos are coming. Okay, so let's go to the next thing here. On April 14th. So here's the Golden Company. So Winterfell's gonna fall. Let's move on to this. We got the Golden Company. We're gonna go through the whole trailer, everyone. We'll get to the later parts too. So here's the Golden Company. This is going to be very interesting. Harry Strickland, I believe Mark Rissman is playing Harry Strickland. So here's a shot at the Golden Company. Fake Aegon. No, this is Harry Strickland. This is the leader of the Golden Company. What do we think about this? How big of an impact is the Golden Company going to make in Game of Thrones Season 8? Obviously, in the books, they are, with Aegon. Mostly people believe that, not the real Aegon. The person who's, proclaiming to be Rhaegar's son. Young time-traveling Jaime Lannister. That's kind of what I thought, too, at the first glance when I looked at, like, the hair and everything. This kind of have... Are we getting elephants? We need elephants? Hell yeah. 417 people watching. I'm loving this so much. Thank you, everyone, for joining. So this is... Euron's bringing back the Golden Company to King's Landing here. Let's take a... They're sailing. Let's take another look at that. Oh, baby. Hell yeah. They're taking back some Golden Company. How many men? I mean, that's not that many. Okay, we can see way more ships in the background, right? That was only a couple to kind of really see in the beginning there, but it does look like there is going to be more. If you look in this shot, you kind of look behind the sails, there's many more ships, right? So Euron Greyjoy, like, this is the thing. In the books, Euron Greyjoy is totally, absolutely batshit insane. If anybody, I don't want to spoil too much, but it's, read the sample Forsaken chapter, Euron's doing some absolutely insane things. 10,000 we're getting 10,000 Golden Company men. All right. I don't think that Euron's going to kill Cersei, but I do love Gray Area, so she's definitely got some sick breakdowns on her channel. So the Golden Company, let's move on a little bit here. So the Golden Company, Euron, and then this is so that's hell yeah. We got Dolorous Ed right here. So where is this? Where is Dolorous Ed, Tormund, and Beric? Where are they going to? This can't, is this like somewhere in Castle Black? I don't know. Or maybe on their way back to Winterfell, or is this Winterfell? Is this somewhere in the north? The Crypts? Another castle? Yeah, Tormund. That's awesome, right? Tormund and Beric survive, which is great. And Dolorous said, I thought he was going to die in episode 1, but is this the wall? Under Castle Black heading towards Winterfell? That's certainly interesting. I actually think that the Night King is going to attack Castle Black, right? We gotta think that that's a possibility, right? So chat, let's try to come on a consensus with this one. What's going on here is are Beric, Tormund, and Ed, where are they? Are they at the wall? The Night Fort? The Night Fort is an interesting comment. Maybe the Night Fort? Ooh. Flaming Sword is a light source? Hell yeah, Wesley. I love that too. Looks like the Crypts. You think that Night King's just going to go South Train? I get that. Yeah, I'm super hyped that, I really hope Ed makes it back to Winterfell to fight in the battle for Winterfell. So, Game of Thrones fan, your birthday is the premiere? Happy birthday on the premiere. That's lucky. Mine's in the summer. The Night King is going to crush Castle Black? Hell yes! Everybody, let's get some hype in. Let's get some, hype hands in the chat. Let's get some hype hands in the chat for the fact that Tormund, Beric, and Ed seem to be surviving. I really, they got to go for the big battle at at Winterfell, right? The wall must fall. Yeah. I agree with that. So let's go. Okay, so this is awesome. Here we got Bran and Samwell. What's going on here? What do we think? What do we think is going on here? Is this the conversation like, hey, like we gotta break it to Jon? Hello. we gotta break the news to Jon. I think that and in the most recent article on EW, they are doing the preview for Game of Thrones season 8. Kit Harington announced that if Jon wanted to hear his heritage, like, you know, the reveal from anyone, it would be Samwell Tarly. So that's pretty interesting, right? Hell yeah. I'm loving the hype hands in the chat. Oh. And how many people do we got watching? We got 425. Loving it. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Love that all of you are getting hype. Sam is looking at Jon. Okay. What's going on here? Are they having a conversation with Jon? Or maybe they're talking to someone like Tyrion or Sansa and they're deciding, like, hey, how are we going to break the news to Jon? Like, how is he going to react? Words are at Jaime. I like the fact that this could be maybe Tyrion Lannister. I like that idea. Okay, so what is said and what is said in this moment? Let's go back to the trailer. Let's go back to the trailer for a sec.
Everything you did brought you where you are now.
Everything you did put you where you are now. So that's really interesting. This might actually only, I'm looking at it on my my Mac here. It actually might just be Samwell and Bran. Let's take a look. I'm going to take a look at that again. And let's take a look at it again. I think it actually might only be Samwell and Bran. Okay. Let's get it back to this.
Everything you did brought you where you are.
Yeah, let's take a look at this again. Just the way this goes.
Everything you did brought you where you are now.
I think that that's actually just Samwell and Bran together, because I think that they're going to make some sort of discovery about the Night King or Azor Ahai or something like that, right? And perhaps Bran is telling Samwell something he doesn't want to hear, or that it could be Jaime Lannister. That's a great idea, chat. I love that. Could be Jaime Lannister. Could be wrong though. Maybe Jaime. I mean, Jaime could be a pretty good guess, right? Is Jaime, you think? Bran's looking at someone behind Sam. Jon, Jaime. So chat is pretty split on this one. Let's try to come to a consensus on this. Chat, let me know, and let everybody in chat, let's get hyped for this. Who is Bran talking to here? And why is he saying this? It could be, I mean, Arya is another good one. Let's see. Bran's talking to Arya. Bran forgiving Jaime seems like a good bet too. I think it's Jaime or Jon Snow. Jon? Okay, Jaime Lannister, Jon, Jaime, Jon, Sansa, Jaime forgiving Jaime. Okay, damn, yeah, Jaime. Okay, Arya. This is like the three most popular ones in chat right now. Seem to be Arya, Jaime, and Jon. Is Sam finding out about Dany burning his father and brother? I don't know. Jaime. Okay, so they're like chat is pretty split on this, right? I totally get it. Like this is the first time we're really like absorbing the trailer, right? He's not Bran anymore. Can't forgive. I mean, I mean, I wouldn't say that. Sansa, Dany, Jaime. Okay, so mostly everyone thinks that Yeah, I mean, let's take a look at this again. Like, I don't know. I just want to see the context of the scene here again. Yeah, someone is there. They're definitely looking back at someone, right? Because Bran is this. I mean, Samwell's turning backwards. The red woman? Ooh, Melisandre's interesting. I don't know about that though. Tyrion? I don't know. I think that this scene is. I think that this is. I think this is Jon or Jaime Lannister. Letting Jaime off with his. I mean, look at how powerful. Like Jaime was so confident in what he was saying that he was going to fight for the side of the living. Like, holy crap. Okay, let's go through the trailer a little bit more here. There's a shot of King's Landing. Beautiful King's Landing. What's going on here with Cersei? Let's see.
Where you belong.
Where you belong. So that's the end part here. So let's listen to that again.
Everything you did brought you where you are now.
Everything you did put you where you are now.
Where you belong.
Where you belong. So that's certainly interesting. And then obviously we know that Cersei has schemed her way into the Iron Throne. So I think that it's pretty interesting. I think that it's either Jaime Lannister or Jon, just based on the way he says that. You know, I think that, you know, it could be Jaime saying he's sorry, or it could be Jon lamenting, you know, like, hey, you know, holy crap, like, you're telling me this? Like, this is crazy. So Cersei looks happy. Let's break this down. This is she doesn't have her red outfit that's been spoiled. Jon belongs at Winterfell. I mean, so what do we think about this? What's going on with I think it's definitely Jaime or Jon, chat. Cersei looks way too happy here. This has to be episode 1. You know what? I think this is episode 1. And thank you very much for the donation, Shadow Fox. I think that this could be, you know, the arrival, or Qyburn saying like, hey, like, we've got our scorpions ready, or the things that fire those big bolts. There's a bunch of different terms for those, but I think that this is the news from Qyburn that Euron has collected the Golden Company, right? They captured Jon? I don't know about that. I don't think Jon is going to get captured. There's no way. Jon's fighting in the battle for Winterfell, and I don't think that the Golden Company is going to like attack simultaneously or something. Does chat, do we think that this is Cersei Lannister? I mean, let's take a look at this. Yeah, this is let's take a look at this again. Those are Lannister soldiers. That's not Unsullied, Shadow Fox. And look at the armor. Look at the armor. They've got oh man, she looks so happy in that scene. That makes me really I hate Cersei. So this has got to be news that Qyburn is saying, like, Qyburn, or maybe Qyburn finds out, or she's pregnant. I don't know. Cersei in the Dark Knights. Oh man. Welcoming Euron and the Golden Company. The Golden Company has arrived, right? Cersei's got to be happy because she's acquiring more power, right? She's all about like the power. Yeah, Lucifer means Lightbringer. Yeah, Lena does so much in this. Like, she is so, like, her and Alfie Allen especially are so good with their facial expressions. Tyrion betrayal confirmed. I don't think Tyrion's going to betray Jon and Daenerys. There's 506 people watching, 167 likes. If you're having fun and you're getting hyped, by the way, for all the new people that are watching in the live chat, if you are new to the channel, my name is Azora Hype. I'm a content creator in the Game of Thrones and A Song of Ice and Fire community. Absolutely love Marvel and Lord of the Rings, but I'm a huge Game of Thrones fan and Song of Ice and Fire fan. So if you're joining, thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate you coming to hang out and discuss the Game of Thrones Season 8 trailer, everyone. We're getting hype. The ambient. I mean, let's move on from this. This has got to be, you know, Cersei's getting some news from Qyburn about some sort of experiment or some shit. And or either the arrival, like, you know, that Euron's acquired the Golden Company or something. So here we go with another shot. Let's So and then at the end of what Bran is saying, where you belong, home. So this is I think he's speaking to Jon. This now that we got the whole sequence, let's listen to this again. So
Everything you did brought you where you are now.
Everything you did put you where you are now.
Where you belong.
Where you belong. Home. So I think that we've just confirmed that he's probably more than likely talking to Jon Snow. We were hypothesizing that maybe that could be Jaime, but I think that it's Jon Snow. We got another donation. Hey, LML from Dark Mother. Hell yeah. What's going on, LML? Hell yeah. LML, I can send you a link, homie, if you want to link up with me. We can get another person on the chat here, but if you're just hanging out, I get it. I can totally just rock it, just me right now. But if you want to join, I'll totally send you an invite. I had to go live right away. I couldn't contain the hype in my body. Yo, LML, you want to join, man? Chat, do we want to get LML on here? LML? Oh, LML is going to be joining us. Okay, give me a second here, chat. LML is going to be joining the stream. I'm going to send him a link. Hell yes, baby. We're getting LML. Just give me a sec here. LML, I'm going to send you the link on Twitter, my homie. Let me send that to you, broski. I've drank a lot of coffee, by the way, everyone. So we're getting LML hype, everyone. Oh, hell yeah. Who knows? We may just get a couple more people. Who knows? We're gonna get LML here. So we're gonna pause. We're gonna pause looking at the trailer here for just a second. Oh man, I can't believe we got the trailer. This is so insane. I am seriously so hyped today. Yeah, I know. I've already had 3 cups of coffee. Oh, hell yes. We got 520 people watching right now, baby. I literally just threw on some clothes, like combed my beard, got a little wash in, and I was like, yo, let's go live. All right. So LML's coming. He's going to be here in just a moment. He's just getting set up. Everybody, we got 195 likes. Can we seriously try to get this video to 500 likes? That would be absolutely insane and would help out the channel so much. So, I mean, hell yeah. We got some people leaving right now, but everybody that's going to be staying, we're going to get another guest on, another amazing content creator in the Game of Thrones community. Lucifer means Lightbringer, so it should be hype. And it'll be nice to bounce it off someone else, right? It won't just be me talking and be getting incredibly, super excited just by myself here. Morally with the donation, thank you so much. For Kyle in the trailer, thank you. This is my first live chat. Happy to be here. TJW, thank you for the donation, man. And for anyone who is here for the first time, welcome to, we call it the hype and love community, because we're all about spreading hype and hype in this community, and of course love. We try to celebrate everything we love about Game of Thrones. We try to keep it nice and positive. Of course, we give our constructive opinions here, but we try to minimize the negativity. You know what I'm saying? All right. So thank you for all the donations, everyone. LML is going to be here in just a moment. I'm just going to check on him, make sure he got the right link. He did. The trailer is so good, everyone. It is so good. We're gonna screen cap and do all that. We're gonna break it all down for you. Don't worry. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. We're gonna hang out here in chat and we're just gonna have a blast. I'm thirsty though. I've been talking so fast. So let's do some shout outs in chat. Amanda Snyder, Maura Lee, John Del Vento. What's going on? Jordy Jedi. Jamie McKenna, what's going on? Ellen King, Katie Davis, Blumps. The hype is real. Hell yeah. TJW, Peter Griffin, Prathap, Cranky Bijou, Garden Girl, Verified. We have CC Stark, Moonlit Maiden. We have Aaron Sanders, Priscilla, Antique Gamer, Mara Jade Skywalker, Danny McKay, Broken Birds, Maura Lee's giving a donation for LML, Georgia Girl, Kenneth Smith. We have Robbie Neeson, the Night King is in the chat. Charity Hall, Frisco. Oh my goodness. You guys are absolutely insane. Sedinga, Patrik, Priyanshu. We have Ella Waters, Midnight Predator, Katza, Edward Martin, Nimu, Scarlett Compton, Bellu, Lost in Space, Shadow Fox, Asen, Eric Tarringer, Noan Limv, Purple Fellion. All right, so let's break down some more of the trailer. Let's talk about some of our favorite moments before we start to break it down with LML here. Chat, favorite moment. Let's just go through it right now. What was your favorite moment? Oh, there's so many. Hi, I'm Allison. I know. That's what I'm feeling inside. I'm trying to contain it. Hi from Canada. Morally donating $50. Thank you so much, milady. Michael Morero, what's going on, homie? Hell yes. No, everybody's like, I can't choose. There's so many. Hell yes. Oh. It's Jon and Dany in the crypts. Yes. Arya freaking out. Cersei, get out of here. Jon about to ride the dragon, the Golden Company. Cersei drinking wine. Okay. How can I donate? There's a little happy face down there. And by the way, you don't have to donate, everyone. Anything extra is so awesome. But there's a little $ where you can make a donation and ask questions and all sorts of stuff. I love to go into other content creators' chats and give them little goodies from time to time and do donations. They're fun. Cersei wine. More wine. Jon and Dany, okay, the dragon moment. There's all those charred bones, and Jon and Dany are walking up to the dragons. Like, I want to see Jon bond with Rhaegal. That'd be so badass, right? Gendry looks like a snack. Hell yes, he does. Hell yes, he does. Seeing everybody reunited at Winterfell, says Morley. Michael says, I chose your live stream because your voice is the best to listen to. Thank you. I appreciate it. Some people like it, some people don't, but you know, I try to remain as excited as I can. And we got the beard. Hopefully y'all are enjoying the beard. I said y'all, and I'm Canadian. All of my American friends are rubbing off on me. But you know, let's go back to screen capping until LML gets here. Let's go back here for a sec. And let's go back and look at the trailer while LML. So we got home here, right? So what's going on here? They're actually in a little town outside Winterfell. Is this Wintertown? What do we think about this, chat? What's going on here? What's going on here? Marching towards Winterfell, we have Jon and Dany and the Unsullied. Oh, baby. So we have Cersei with the smirk, right? And then we have, there's a kid climbing, and this is kind of giving off the vibes of the very first episode of Game of Thrones, right? We have, Arya doing her thing with the helmet, and then we have, Bran climbing and doing all of that. So this is, we're going to get some echoes and we're going to get some similarities, some of the same things that were happening in the very first episode of Game of Thrones, right? Because we're in season 8. There's only 6 episodes left, right? So call back to Bran climbing, right? So Bran says home here. And then we have Jon and Daenerys. Hell yes. So insane. Oh my God. There we got Jon and Daenerys looking like a boss. They're marching up from White Harbor. Yeah, we got another passenger coming on the hype train in just a minute. So let's take a look at this again. Let's do this here. So we got there's Cersei, there's King's Landing, there's Cersei, and then boom, they are marching up to Winterfell. Here we go. Jon and Dany, and then the dragon flying over Sansa. Oh, baby. Oh, this is everyone, like, this is so crazy. Let's go to 30 seconds. Yeah, it's just black. Oh my goodness. This trailer is so friggin' amazing, everyone. It's so friggin' good. It's just absurdly awesome. And I don't know, I mean, if we only get one trailer, will everyone be happy? Yorkshire shout out hype. Yeah, where's everyone from? Actually, while LML is getting here, what I would like to do is see where everyone is from. I'm from Canada. I'm Canadian. But where is everyone from in chat? Here, let's try to match this up. Oh,
They're coming.
Oh, there's Jon and Daenerys in the crypts. Oh, yes. Wow. California, Austria, Los Angeles, Illinois, Wales, Hamilton, Ontario, Peru, Texas, South Carolina, Denver, London, Germany, Cali, San Fran, Norway, Tijuana, BC, Frankfurt, Germany, Sacramento, LA, Ireland, Detroit, Romania, Bosnia-Herzegovina, Cologne, Germany, Pennsylvania, the North, Canada, the North. I love it. I love it. Germany, India, South Dakota, Serbia, baby, Atlanta, San Francisco, India, the Philippines, Netherlands, Sweden, Greece, Bangladesh, Croatia, Boston, Iraq, Mexico, Turkey, France, Portugal, North Pakistan, Puerto Rico, Vegas, Qatar. Oh my God. Absolutely insane. LML, you're here?
Am I here?
Oh,
I feel like I'm here.
We got LML in the chat. Oh, LML, what are you wearing, homie?
This is my bad hair helmet. See, I woke up in the morning, I got a bad hair day. You throw on your Viking helmet.
Yeah, I didn't have anything like that. I was just like, trailer, go live, hype. I didn't know what to do.
So here was my thought process was, I saw the trailer that you posted, and I was like, I bet Kyle is going live. And the next post is like, Kyle's going live. I was like, aha.
So LML, you want to introduce yourself to the chat? We have almost 500 people in here right now. So
I saw that. Hey, everyone. I'm thrilled to be here. I'm as pumped as everyone else. I'm known as Lucifer Means Lightbringer. I do more book-centric mythology and symbolism analysis, but I enjoy the show quite a bit. Especially when they draw things in the caves. That really scratches my itch, of course. But yeah, no, I'm pumped. There's so much to enjoy in A Song of Ice and Fire. You know, there's so many layers to it. There's political intrigue, romance, war, magic, deep sort of the heart in conflict, psychology, human themes, person-to-person struggles. It's all there. So you can get what you want. But man, the trailer... I can only see the freeze frame of Jon and Dany walking up to the dragons with Rhaegal on Jon's side and Drogon on Dany's side. It's hard for me to get past that one. I'm probably just going to need to vibrate about that for a few minutes.
Okay, let's do that then. Let's just jump right into it, because I was going to ask you what your favorite moment from the trailer was right off the bat anyways. But I said that was number 2 for me, because I said Jaime fighting with the sword was number 1 for me. Like, that was like, oh my God. But let's talk about the dragons and Dany and Jon.
Yeah, well, like you said, Rhaegar's Jon's dad. So, we've always wanted Rhaegal. But of course, Rhaegal's the only dragon left. Unless Jon's going to steal the ice dragon from the Night King, which, there's an interesting idea.
Oh my God. I'm going to try to pull up that shot for everyone. There we go. So everybody in chat can see it. Go ahead.
So it looks like the dragons have maybe been hanging out here and feeding, or this is after a battle or something. I mean, look at all these bones. This looks like the dragons are creating their own little dragon pit type of area here.
I mean, this isn't. Man, this looks like to be somewhere in the north beyond Winterfell, probably. I mean,
Yeah, definitely.
is it like I'm wondering what episode this is? And Maura Lee said for LML's helmet. I'll tell you what. You've Maura Lee's already donated $70. I'll tell you for the $20 that she donated today, I'll buy you or buy you some drinks at Con of Thrones because she's being incredibly generous today. But what episode? What episode do you think this is, man?
Well, so I was about to say, I feel like this might be the furthest into the season of any of these scenes, possibly. I mean, this could be Jon and Dany mounting their dragons for like some sort of fateful last charge against the others, for all we know. And it might not be. It might be in season episode 2.
Yeah.
But I mean, this the way they're walking up casually, like they have that I mean business, let's go do this kind of look. It doesn't look like Jon's tentatively about to approach a dragon. He's walking right up to it like he knows what he's about to do.
Let me show the rest of this clip here. So here, let's slow that down for a second. Let's freeze that.
Yeah, it's short. It's short.
Let's, man, there's so much in this trailer. So boom and boom. So look it. Drogon is humongous. He is so large. It's absolutely insane. And that's Rhaegal. I mean, Viserion it belongs to the Night King now, but
right. And you can see like Dany's walking right towards Drogon. Jon is sort of in the middle, but he's on Rhaegal's side there. So I mean, I don't know. The framing is unmistakable.
Oh, this is a beautiful shot too. The way they look at them from their faces, and then they turn around, and then boom. I mean, them riding dragons together, like we know it's gonna happen, right?
It's got to happen.
So chat's been freaking out. Like they said, like this is I asked them earlier, but we'll ask again. Is this the top moment of the trailer? I think it's Jaime Lannister. I mean, I love Jaime. That Sandor and Jaime are my two favorite characters, but this has got to be up there and one that, like, I mean, I'm just wondering what now.
It's action. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to jump in. It's all action packed. I loved Arya running through the crypts right at the beginning. Like, well, who is she running from? Is that a human assailant, or is she literally, is that the White Walkers breaking in through the crypts and she's like running away like, they're coming.
Well, you know what I thought about this is like, White Walkers have never seemed really fast. I mean, the Whites are faster. Like we saw them kind of swarm the Blood Raven's cave, like on the tree. Like they acted kind of like the zombies from World War Z, that movie. Like they are very, very fast. But what if this is like a direwolf or like an ice spider or some shit? Like
somebody's saying they don't think this is the crypts here. So I'm just calling it that because that was my assumption. But no, you're right. Was there a window that we just saw?
Yeah, I think this is inside Winterfell.
Okay. All right.
And she looks like she's trying to get her composure. And we saw Arya be like, pretty brave from what we saw before.
Some people think she might even be in King's Landing here. I'm seeing the sconce. I guess if you're a wall sconce scientist, you could look at that sconce and figure out if that's a King's Landing sconce.
Like, I mean, like right here, we, I don't know. I mean, that just seems like it might be, I think it's Winterfell. I think this is the battle for Winterfell.
So if she's in Winterfell, interestingly, we saw her like waiting, like she's waiting her chance to make a break for it, and then she runs. So she's either on some skullduggery, faceless man killing people in King's Landing shit, which means that she's probably going for Cersei, right? Yeah. Or she's in Winterfell running from, possibly Whites. I mean, she looked absolutely terrified. I can't think of anything that would terrify her in Winterfell, where she's in control and the Starks are in control, apart from Whites.
But Whites within Winterfell, and Winterfell being torn apart. Yeah, right.
Right. But if she's in King's Landing on an assassin mission, then that could explain that level of terror too, because she knows if she gets caught, she's in deep shit and there's no one to help her.
Well, if she gets caught, she's a goner. But if it's like someone the faceless man let's call him Jack and Agar, that one person is obviously very, very experienced and skilled in what they've been doing for years. So this is really interesting though. But for Arya to be terrified like that, because later on in the trailer, LML, we get her saying like, bring it on, with the dragon glass dagger in her hand, right? Like,
oh yeah, I mean, she's usually full of piss and vinegar and courage. So if she's terrified, that's pretty serious duress that's going on there.
Yeah, like right here, like boom, she's like, okay, I'm ready to fight some White Walkers. Let's go. I don't know, man. Arya, and she has Needle, she has the cat's paw dagger, but now a dragon glass dagger. I'm all for it because I love Arya. So,
Well, it is easy to fight with 2 knives. That is, we saw Arthur Dayne do it with 2 swords, but 2 knives is probably more established.
there is another part in the trailer where she's dual wielding. It's right here. Let's.
Oh yeah.
It's really fast. 1 second. I'm just trying to. Yeah, no, there's Arya, and is she got a staff? Oh, she's going. This is outside Winterfell, I think, and Winterfell is burning, which is
there's a lot of fire going on. Well, it might not be burning. Those could be fires to keep the whites back.
Yeah. Yeah, like some sort of like countermeasure to make sure that they're like, cutting them off so they don't, because they, I mean, the White Walkers seem to walk right through it, but I mean, the whites seem to be, it's not as easy for them. Okay, so let's talk about some other moments, man. Like, so we talked about possibly Varys, and here's the scene with Varys. Is this people in the crypts of Winterfell? Like they're stashing people down there because the people that can't fight, like Arya, Sandor, and all the rest, are they stashing people down there for safety? You think?
That's interesting. It could be that, or yeah, those are the crypts. You can see the direwolf statue in the background, can't you?
I can barely make it out.
I think the top 2 sort of whitish images in the background that are the tallest amongst that crowd of people looks like a statue and a direwolf next to it.
Because Varys is down there and he's not a fighter. And he's not a fighter.
So Varys is interesting because for 2 reasons. One, we still don't know exactly where he falls on the sort of Machiavellian ends justify the means. I'm trying to help the people, but I'm sowing chaos and murdering people and cutting the tongues out of children. Like he's not quite Littlefinger, because Littlefinger's only goal is Littlefinger is a psychopath. He's only trying to get personal power. Varys is trying to achieve an ends which he thinks is better for the world through dark means. And so it's interesting just to see where the books and the show will take his character and in the books, I guess it's more straightforward. Like he's on Team Fagon. He's trying to put Fagon in charge, but in the show, it's totally different. So I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm really interested in how the show reuses these characters that sort of outlive their original purpose. And then like Missandei or Davos, and they kind of reshuffle them and use them in new ways. So it'd be interesting to see Varys, like taking care of people, like he's sort of claims to be doing his whole plot. And the other thing is that the actor is really good. Conleth Hill is such a good actor, so it makes you want to use the character. I'm curious to see what they'll do it.
Yeah, very, very interesting. We actually talked about this on the podcast we dropped yesterday, LML. We talked about the Crypts of Winterfell. We had a Patreon question, and that got dropped yesterday, and everybody's been really enjoying that, so that's awesome. But we talked about the crypts, and some people in the chat are saying possible evacuation through some secret passage in the crypts. That could be an interesting scenario, because we know that there's other levels to the crypts, right?
Yeah, and we talked about this, in our podcast, which is that the crypts is such a cool set piece. It's just amazing. It has built up mystique to it, and and there's all these rumors about secret passages and secret things hidden down there. So, yeah, I mean, they're gonna use that one as much as they can. I would say, basically, the sets are expensive to make. The TV shows tend to use the same sets over and over. This is a good one, so.
Hell yeah. Let's move on from here. Then we have Arya running, like we said, and then the Dragon Glass Dagger with Arya, and then April 14th, boom. And then we spoke about this, but let's talk about it again. The Golden Company. We have Harry Strickland, who looks like Jaime Lannister from behind. We were kind of laughing about that. But the Golden Company. And Euron's got the Golden Company. So that's going to be interesting, because a lot of people are saying, the Golden Company is going to flip, but I don't know. Like, this is so different than the book. So this is going to be one of these interesting things that is so different in the show. Don't really know what to expect with this.
I think it's mostly a matter of there's 2 needs here. Cersei needs to level up to be able to face Dany and dragons and all the rest of it, just so seems like a powerful player on the board. And then also we needed to do something with Euron. And so that's what they've done here. So I think it'll be pretty good. If nothing else, we'll get some more really cool sea battles, which they've done a really good job of so far. I've been really thrilled by, especially like Euron's night raid from, I believe it was last season. I mean, that was just really, I felt like a terrified person on a boat getting raided by pirates. So that was pretty good, right?
And the way that he killed all of the sand snakes was very interesting. There's it all has symbolic meaning, so that's pretty interesting too. So yeah, I mean, and in the Forsaken chapter, obviously in the books, like Euron is much more fleshed out, and there's different things that happen in the Kingsmouth. But yeah, it's gonna be really interesting to see. Like, I mean, because Theon looks pretty stoic, especially from the photos that we've got.
So him. Where is Theon? He's not with the rest of the Greyjoys, is he?
No, he's not.
Okay. Somebody's saying that your work wife Gemma lightened up the crypt screenshot and says that it is a direwolf statue behind Varys. So that's confirmed. Thank you, Gemma.
Thank you. Cap the Go with the donation. Are they warded in the cave? I spent the entire trailer screaming, hello guys. What's going on, Cap the Goat? I don't believe I've seen you in chat. If I have missed you, thank you for joining. And thank you to all the people that are watching right now. I think we got 550 people watching right now, which is absurdly awesome. LML was talking about this. Beric Dondarrion, Tormund, and Dolorous Ed. Could this be the wall, or what's going on here? Like, do
we see any more of this scene? I was really wondering about this too. Like, is Beric just using his sword as like a very mundane torch now? Is it like that casual? It's like, oh yeah, no, guys, it's okay, I got it. Oh, somebody told me to bring Foam Keeper. So,
oh wait, I gotta show LML for a second here. Get Foam Keeper out.
There's my simulated Beric lighting. By the way, this is the foam Oathkeeper, which I paint dip to look like book
Foam
accurate.
Keeper. So that get it, Oathkeeper, foam.
Oh, they get it. They get it. It's a smart audience we have here.
It is a smart audience that we have. I'm sorry that I went that basic with everyone. Apologies about that.
So do we get any more from this scene, or just this one shot?
I don't know. Chat, can you illuminate? Like, is there more of this scene? I think this is the only shot of it. I don't know. Like, could this be the wall? I mean, that Dolorous Ed is in the scene, which makes it really interesting for me because I thought he was going to bite the dust in the very first episode.
Oh
right?
Yeah, this could be at one of the fortresses, or
some people were saying the Night Fort. The Night Fort, maybe.
Could be Winterfell too, because you could see the survivors from the wall, making their way to Winterfell, perhaps. But maybe the others just break through that one spot and then just go south, and the people at the other castles are still there, just like chilling. So.
Yeah, I mean, they could make a beeline for Winterfell. I mean, but I like to think that, we might see a stop along the way from the Night King, just to kind of like say like, okay, the White Walkers are really conquering the North. Because they're not going to get there in episode 1, right? So let's go forward. So let's go for, and then, okay, so then we have this element. I'm just going to bring up the audio here, what Bran says.
Everything you did brought you where you are now.
Everything you did put you where you are now.
Where you belong.
Where you belong, and then it's home. He says home. Oh. So that's pretty interesting. We have Samuel and Bran, and then we have the shot of King's Landing and Cersei smirking, and then this LML, which I absolutely love.
Hold on. I'm sorry. Before was that Bran adopting Sam as a Stark right there? Because that's really touching. If that's what that was, was that what that was?
I think that's going to be him. Like that's actually words from another scene, but they inserted it like that in the trailer. You know what I mean?
Oh, he was probably talking to Jon then, huh?
I think that is Jon. Like,
that must make totally.
So
because
like,
Jon's the one who feels like half an outsider of Winterfell. That's been his whole struggle the whole time. So for Bran to be like, welcome home, that would be a very important moment, I would say. Yeah.
Paris Garg, thank you for the donation. 103. There's a sword in Jaime's right hand. We're gonna topple that. Gemma, do you want to get in on this? I can send you a link. I know you're up to stuff today, but if you want to come on, everyone loves you, obviously, and we're besties. So if you want in, I'm not trying to twist your arm or anything, but I kind of am twist your arm. Wow, that didn't make any sense at all. I didn't. Anyways, Gemma, you're welcome to come on.
Let me mute myself and grab my vitamin water real quick here. I'm a little parched. 1 second.
Yeah, same. I've been yelling. Oh my God, chat! I'm yelling. I'm so excited. I don't know. I love lamp. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm trying to summon Gemma. Don't kill me, Gemma. I'm just going to send her the link, and if she shows up, she shows up. I'm just going to stop this for a sec. I'm just going to send it to her. If she comes, she comes. If she doesn't, she doesn't.
Yeah, I see Disputed Lands in the chat there too. Have you streamed with Amanda yet? Have you had a chance?
Send Amanda a link if Amanda wants to join. It's totally up to her, but we could get more people on the panel. I'd be totally down for that.
I know Amanda's she's a nurse, so her hours are like crazy. I have no idea if she's available, but you put me on the spot, so
I'm gonna send it to Gemma. I sent you a link, Gemma, in your Google Hangouts.
Gemma, I personally would just love it if you would join the stream.
LML singing in his deep voice. Okay, I can't do it like you. Damn. Okay, so I got to close this. What? Gemma just says, "What is this?" Uh-oh. Okay, that Gemma, that's a link to the stream.
It's whatever you want it to be, Gemma.
It's whatever you want it to be, Gemma. Okay. Let's go back to screen capping. I'm closing this.
Okay, so Crowfoot's daughter's in the allergy clinic with her daughter, getting a little Azora hype stream in the waiting room. That's awesome. Nice.
That's actually awesome. Oh.
All right. So yeah, that has to be Bran speaking to Jon, and that's pretty like, wow. That's pretty gut-wrenching right there. That's going to be a pinnacle emotional scene. And we also talked about how they were going to use the crypts. We mentioned some of those hard conversations, particularly between Bran and Jon about RLJ will probably happen in the crypts because a lot of the RLJ talk and reveals have come in the crypts. But
later on in the trailer, we get Daenerys and Jon in the crypts, and Jon looks pretty upset. So we can.
Does he look upset? I thought they were looking hot and ready to have some crypt sex.
Oh God, we talked about this. Here we go. So let's talk about this right here. So Daenerys is walking through the crypts, and then.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, this is him thinking about the fact that he just found out that that's what that face is.
I've got ants in my pants. That's what he's currently thinking about.
He's like, so you're my aunt.
So
it's the "so you're my aunt" face.
So this is pretty. I think we're pretty much on the same page about this one. So it looks like Daenerys is going to be the person that talks to Jon, which is really interesting because I thought it might be someone else, but like, damn.
Ellen King is piping in with a super chat to get her 2 cents in. She says, "I swear Bran's audio trailer is cut up and edited. He's talking to Jaime until he says the home part. That's when he's talking to Jon." So they have done deceptive things with those speech overs before. So yeah, it's anybody's guess what's going on. To me, it sounded like all one speech, but we'll see.
Yeah, definitely.
Thanks, Ellen.
Yeah, and everybody's been so generous today, and like we got 540 people still watching. So, pardon me, y'all are crazy. So let's go back to where we were. So we get the shot of King's Landing. So we got we just talked about Samuel and Bran LML. I think that's the Jon scene too. Let's go through here for a second. Cersei smirking. Like, this is we saw the photos of her new outfit. So that isn't the red crimson outfit that she has. But what do you think Qyburn is saying here? That, hey, the Golden Company is with Euron, something of that nature?
Well, the tough thing is that Cersei smiles like that even at bad news, because she's got some plan and she's like, yes, everything is playing into my hands. So it's anybody's guess what kind of news, but it could be the army of corpses is ready, Your Majesty. Who knows?
So we got that, and look at we have the Mountain in his Dark Knight armor, but then we have more of them in the background, and then this. Super exciting. We have the callback to Bran climbing and Arya, and then is this Wintertown LML before they're heading to Winterfell, you think?
Yeah, I mean that turret in the background looks like the Winterfell round turret, doesn't it?
Yeah.
With the little donut stack there.
So they're walking through on their way to Winterfell, and we talked about in the podcast how there's going to be echoes of when Robert arrived at Winterfell, same kind of thing with Daenerys. There's going to be some similarities in those scenes that we were seeing when they arrived at Winterfell.
I definitely like that black mountain armor that we saw a minute ago. Looking at the chat, people are commenting about it. Sorry,
yeah.
I'm a minute behind, but I love
Sure.
that they duplicated it. That's cool.
Yeah, multiple people are going to have it. I don't know. It looks like it might be a little bit hard to move around with the way the what do you call them on the shoulders?
Rondels, I think, are those?
Yeah. Yeah. It looks like, I mean, I don't know. Protects part of the neck and the shoulders in that area. I mean, it looks badass.
Protects the neck. That I know.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, the rondels are the shoulder things, I believe. I believe that's correct. But yeah, I love the armor. I guess basically that's the Kingsguard now. They went from white to black. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. And then, you know, the Night's Watch, we'll see how many of them survive.
People are calling them epaulettes, and someone else is like cheese graters.
Yeah, I did. I was just going to point out the cheese graters comments are on the same page there too. Okay, let's move forward with this. Cersei being creepy. Then we have the callback to Bran climbing and kind of some of the first scenes. Then we have Jon and Dany with the Unsullied here. They're is Dany on a white horse? Jon is on a black horse. I can't. No. Okay, Dany's also on a black horse. That's pretty interesting. And then we have this. Boom. Dragons over Winterfell and Sansa. I mean, that's pretty badass, right? What do you think about this? Well, like the reaction of Sansa and Arya, are they similar, you think?
So I thought that somebody said that one of these dragon shots, it looks like there's a rider if you zoom in, but I don't know if it's supposed to be this one. I am wondering why every shot yeah, I don't see a rider here.
I don't see
I did notice that every shot of Sansa, she's like by herself. That's kind of weird, huh?
I think they're trying to push the Sansa hate per usual. You know, oh my God, Sansa's gonna kill her family. Yeah, that's kind of what I think with that. I don't know. I mean, she's got to be happy that she's safe in Winterfell after enduring all the torment she has. We actually talked about that in the podcast. So there's, I mean, Sansa seeing dragons, Winterfell, the Winterfell set's extended, so we're going to see more parts of it, which is interesting. It's a really interesting overhead shot. And then we have this scene. Which we talked about a little bit. What do you think Daenerys is going to say to Jon?
Sorry, I'm answering a chat real quick here.
No,
Somebody misheard what I said, and they thought that I said stupid instead of super chat, and I just wanted to clear that up.
Zoom. Those are mountains clones made by Qyburn. That's kind of interesting. Chat. Oh my God, how many people?
Wait. That is a crazy idea. So I was just jokingly saying, oh, Your Majesty, your army of whites is ready. Could all those black soldiers be whites? Could they be a bunch of Qyburns? That's possible, I guess.
I don't think so.
Why not?
I don't know. I guess they could. I don't know. They could be a bunch of zombies. So maybe that's why she's smirking. She's like, more zombies. I don't know.
So
we got 600 people watching.
Well, yeah, because in the last season, like, remember the whole "your swords are beautiful to me" Baron moment when like Qyburn is holding up the white's arm and he's like looking at it, or he's looking right at the white, and everyone's like, "Ooh, he sees true love there." I thought that the foreshadowing could be that Qyburn's going to figure out how to make more whites, more mountain soldiers, like, because maybe that's what Cersei's plan is. Like, oh, I'm going to beat the zombies with more zombies.
Which would be dumb because the Night King would just take over them. But if he makes it to King's Landing. But oh my goodness, chat. I mean, this is really interesting. I want to bring this up. Is Dany, like, after Jon in this moment is sulking? Is Dany going to be like, "I'm pregnant"? Is that going to be like just Jon gets some crazy news, then he gets some more crazy news? I'm going to be a father with my aunt. Damn. What do you think about that?
Okay, I'm sorry, Kyle, I've got to stop and address this. Ellen King is misheard what I said. I said Ellen King with a super chat to get her 2 cents in. And she thinks that I said Ellen King's stupid to get her 2 cents in. Ellen, love.
Ellen,
that's not what I said. I said
Ellen, he didn't say that.
2 cents in, and I mumbled because I'm from Virginia. And I mumble sometimes. I definitely,
trust me.
Definitely, please believe me. I did not call you stupid or say that you were stupid to get your super chat in.
We
know
love
me,
you,
know
Ellen.
that that's not what I would say. So
yeah, LML wouldn't say that. We love you.
Sorry, I didn't want to crash the stream, but I also don't want somebody to feel like I was bagging on them when I wasn't. So
No, we're good. We're good. We're good, Ellen. Ellen, everything.
Hype and love, guys.
Oh, we got Urtach Altanaz in the chat. Hello,
nice.
my friend. And we got, oh my goodness, 652 people watching now. This is insane. This is going to continue to go up, I think, because everybody's so excited. Let's get back to the trailer element. We got Jon and Daenerys here. Jon's lamenting what he just heard. I mean, he's just going to find out that both of his parents are dead. You know what I mean? He's going to be lamenting on that. You know what I mean? He didn't just find that out, but he's going to be thinking about that. But he's going to find out that Ned wasn't really his father. And then, you know, all the sacrifices that he made. And then he's going to be conflicted about, I'm not really a Stark. You know what I mean? Like, what do you think is going to be happening in this scene?
I mean, this, like I said, I think this, you can tell, like, there's heavy air around these two.
Yeah.
You know, like this is Jon wrestling with, I mean, that's the only thing that can explain that expression is he's just fallen in love with somebody. He thinks he's found happiness. He's not been brought up to think that incest is cool.
Yeah.
And so he's like, what the hell? He's like, who am I? Where do I belong? All those, I mean, all of the questions that have been plaguing Jon his entire arc are basically sitting on top of his noggin right here. And Dany is looking at him like she's trying to reach him and trying to help him find himself. I would say. So this is going to be, this is a high point in the whole thing right here. Right.
And it's crazy because Jon's accomplished what he's accomplished thinking that he's a bastard. Right. I mean, that's pretty crazy. And I mean, who knows? I mean, we kind of talked about there could be something in Lyanna's statue or something hidden down there for Jon. But, you know, I don't think there's going to be much time for Jon to really feel like, hey, like, you know, I hate this or whatever. Because we hear him speak later in the trailer, like, hey, like he's announcing like this army doesn't sleep. You know, they don't stop. Like they're undead. They're just going to devour us if we don't, you know, come together. So I don't think he's going to lament on this for too long.
Yeah, this, like you said, there's two layers to it. There's the personal relationship, and then there's the extreme stress of being responsible for the fate of the world. So
yeah.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah, I mean, oh, Jon Snow. Okay, so let's move along here just a little bit. What is actually? I'm going to try to bring up the audio here. What is actually said in that moment? Here, 1 sec.
They're coming.
They're coming.
Our enemy doesn't tire.
Our enemy doesn't tire, like we just talked about. And then we got boom.
Oh, this is General John MacArthur here giving his speech.
And we got Gendry Baratheon, dude. He's been omitted from a lot of the new photos that we've got and whatnot, right? We had the Iron Throne, people sitting on the Iron Throne photos, and then we had that EU EW covers, sorry. And it looks like they're making new weapons. And it's funny because at Con of Thrones last year, someone asked Gendry if he'd be getting a new hammer, but he's like, I don't know, maybe Gendry will make a new weapon for himself. And maybe Valyrian steel weapons or something like that, David. What do you think?
I mean, there's, you know, the Smith is such a classic archetype, whether you're talking about Ragnarok or any other mythology. So, I mean, Gendry's the Smith, if anybody is. And if we need more swords, I mean, yeah, I don't know if, you know, in the books, we've even got the credible thread that he learned from Tobo Mott, who's from Qohor. And we know that Tobo Mott knows how to reforge Valyrian steel like he did with Oathkeeper and Widow's Wail. So, I mean, it's almost the only reason I'm hesitating is because it's almost like a little too wish fulfillment, you know, maybe, but I mean, need swords, right?
and this could be an interesting scenario that, you know, deepens the threat of the White Walkers. Like, hey, Gendry is in fact a Smith, but they can't do the Valyrian steel thing. And I mean, they got Dragon Glass, right? I mean, we got Dragonstone and we got that whole reveal, the Dragon Glass cave, but maybe it is like they aren't able to do that. And, you know, we talked about this a little bit in the podcast about Lightbringer not necessarily being a literal flaming sword. And, you know, we got Beric with the flaming sword and all of that, but who knows? Like, I mean, some people think that ice is going to be reforged, but Jaime looks like he's fighting with the sword with his right hand in the trailer, man. So
I'm pretty sure this is Brienne. Pull up the shot.
Let's pull up the shot.
And I was on. I dropped in. What am I trying to say?
Okay, so let's watch this here.
Yeah.
There's, I mean, Grey Worm and Missandei. We don't need to say much about that, other than probably Grey Worm's going to die after this. That looks like Jaime.
No, I think it's Brienne. I really think so. Even the shoulders, the ridged shoulder pads on her shoulders.
Could that be her saving Jaime?
I mean, it could be, but I'm pretty sure that's Brienne. And plus, there's just no way that Jaime can fight with the right hand. I mean, he just can't. It's just physically impossible.
Let's get the audio. What point is this? This is at oh geez, man. This is, I thought it was Jaime, and I was freaking out earlier because I want Jaime to. So this is at what? Could that be? The hair length is pretty interesting, right?
Doesn't feel.
Even the stance, the way she's holding herself, it just looks like Brienne to me. But Alt Shift X thought so too. I was just on his.
Yeah,
stream.
you know what? That actually looks like Oathkeeper. You can see the end of the sword there.
Oh yeah, totally. It is.
That's Brienne. So that's actually Brienne.
Right.
So you're right, LML. That's actually Brienne. Let's look at that again. Yeah, no, that's totally Brienne of Tarth.
Yeah, because remember, Brienne, Jaime said the sword will always be yours. And even though I would kind of like Jon to get it since it used to be ice, that makes me think Brienne's going to have it, the whole time. So
Alt Shift X is amazing. I got to meet him last year. He's a great guy. I got to party with Alt Shift.
Oh, really? Where'd you meet him?
That remains confidential. I cannot. But
yeah.
I got to party with him and Aziz together, so that was pretty cool. Okay, so let's continue. We kind of skipped a couple parts here, I think. Did we?
Yeah,
then
somebody's saying that's Brienne's swing style. I'd recognize that Stannis decapitating chop anyway.
Oh damn! Don't trigger all the Stannis is the rightful king of the Seven Kingdoms people in chat.
Oh, they're gonna grind their teeth at us. Oh no.
Yeah, Stannis is boring. Anyways, we have Jorah Mormont here. This looks like kind of a couple of different shots, like when they're all getting lined up for the battle for Winterfell. You think? And there's a Grey Worm and Missandei. Go ahead.
Yeah, and like you said, that's the last kiss before a battle, right? Hope you come back.
That's the kiss of death, right? The kiss of death. Do we think?
Grind their teeth and correct your grammar. Yes, all hail the one true king. Stannis is great. I like Stannis.
All right, so we got.
Somebody's asking me why I'm wearing a helmet because I had a bad hair day, and this was the closest hat that I had.
I have to take a pee here for a second, but let's talk a little bit more about this scene. What is it? What is being said again?
Kyle, that's the way that you presented that was very confusing.
Then there's so let's start with this. Cersei drinking wine. All right, let's go with this scene here. What do you think's happening here? You entertain chat while I go pee because I've drank a shitload of coffee.
Okay, good. Because for a second it wasn't clear if you were going to pee and we were going to keep talking, or if that was going to be separate or what. But so what I love about Lena Headey, obviously, is that she's probably the best actor on the show. I think most people would agree. She's definitely right at the top. And what's cool is that she doesn't say a damn word in this whole trailer. All she's doing is giving her Cersei looks and her smirks and her eye rolls and her little like pregnant pauses and things. And it's just masterful. It's just a great reminder that Lena Headey is awesome. And the show continues to find ways to sort of, play up her role because the actress is so good, just so good. So I thought that was a really cool way to use her in the trailer. She doesn't even say anything. She just looks menacing. She looks confident. She's got the smirk. She looks in control. That's kind of the whole terrifying thing, is it just makes you wonder, like, what does she have planned? Why is she so confident? She's up against basically a dragon army and an army of whites and others. And she's sitting there swirling her wine. It's just quintessential Cersei. And, we all can't wait to see what she's got planned. So
she looks pretty sad in this scene.
Does she? Give me the whole moving clip.
Okay, let's do this. She looks like she might have tears in her eyes. Like her eyes look like they look like they're might have some.
Oh,
tears.
you're right. You're right. That one, she doesn't look as composed.
She's looking pretty sad there, man. Because she be learning maybe about. I mean,
can you play it in real speed?
Yeah. one second. Let me go through this here.
Of course, it doesn't play that smoothly, but
let's go through here. And she's lost everything. I don't know, man. Like, this is pretty interesting. She lost her baby. She lost her baby here. A lot of people hypothesize that Daenerys and Jon are going to represent the life part of birth, and she's going to, life and death. We constantly have that ice and fire, opposites going on within the story.
Yeah, I think like somebody is pointing out the same thing I mentioned earlier, is that she kind of smirks and smiles even at bad news. So you're right. This could be one of those ones where the smile's not a smile of happiness, but something else. Yeah. It's the other one I was thinking of where she's a little more confident and sort of smarmy looking. But yeah,
she doesn't look confident here. She looks like, and she's looked like she's reminiscing or something, or thinking something is affecting her, obviously. And I don't personally think that Cersei has any redeeming qualities to her, but she could lose a child, and that would certainly be devastating to her,
or obviously Jaime was the other one people are saying.
Jaime is definitely I personally think that Jaime's going to be the one to kill her, but you never know. You know what I mean? It's a look of not wanting to accept humiliation at his hype, George Turner. This is in King's Landing and not Casterly Rock, right?
It seems like all the Cersei shots are. Actually, no, I shouldn't say that. I haven't studied I'm not a wall sconce scientist, so I don't know. I'm not sure what the Casterly Rock set looks like. Have we even hardly seen it except for from the outside, or we got a couple shots of inside of it, maybe.
So this looks like the throne room, right?
Yeah, that's King's Landing.
Yeah, that's King's Landing. Sorry, my bad. By the way, we got 750 people here watching. If you're enjoying this, please subscribe to Lucifer Means Lightbringer's channel. He's going to be doing season 8 coverage. He has amazing content on his channel, so make sure you go check him out. Mods, if you can drop the link in the live chat. Also, if you're enjoying this, of course, subscribe to Channel Azor Hype and like this video. I believe we have 320 some likes. We got 700 people watching. So if you're enjoying this, feel free to like the video.
Urtach is saying this may not be the same scene as the throne room just before. It could be a different setting. It's hard to tell. Everything's so blurry in the background here, but it doesn't really look like the throne room. It looks like more close quarters. So she could be anywhere. But let's talk about Casterly Rock, Kyle. You were starting to get into that. There is speculation we're going to get some Casterly Rock scenes, right?
Yeah. I mean, in the shots, in some of the EW shots, like they had the cast together and whatnot, some people were hypothesizing that could be Casterly Rock, because there was Lannister banners, right? So I don't necessarily could Cersei retreat to Casterly Rock? I mean, I don't think she's going to leave King's Landing. If there is going to be an end to Cersei's story arc, it's going to be with her not wanting to give up the throne, right?
Yeah, you're right. I mean, her whole arc is revolved around the throne, so it would be weird if she died in Casterly Rock. But maybe she goes to Casterly Rock early on in the season and comes back to King's Landing. I don't know. I don't really read all the tea leaves and all the news about where they shoot the scenes, so I'm not up on what the sort of the tips are about where scenes are going to be where and what episode and all that. You're a little better with that.
Yeah, I'm not so sure, but we could see Casterly Rock in season 7. I mean, I think we would more see it towards the end of the season, maybe when they're kind of trying to figure out how to repair the realm if there's 7 kingdoms again, if that's going to be a thing. I don't know.
Cool. And I mean, I guess I'm curious to see who kills Cersei. Like in the books, the idea of Jaime killing Cersei is so foreshadowed. Yeah. But in the show, they seem to be giving us hints that it's going to be Arya. So.
Yeah, I mean, Jaime could die, and I mean, we got some interest. I think if Arya is going to kill her, she's going to take that handmaiden's face that saw Cersei and Jaime laying in bed together in the show. Yeah, it's going to be really interesting. Let's move on to the next shot here, LML. We have dragons flying over the north, somewhere in the deep north. What do we think about this? Where is this?
The first shot with the forest is a little ambiguous.
Yeah.
The forest, that could be outside Winterfell, but that one is definitely in the far north. You can see it's just a total tundra, and we've seen those caverns, or not the caverns, but those sort of cliffs and valleys in the lands of always winter. So probably the same shot. And we definitely know the dragons are going to be going north. Is this the scene where somebody's saying maybe there was a rider?
I don't see.
I don't see one either.
Let's
I'm not seeing any riders.
I mean, one sec. Let's look at the scene again from the start.
I don't think they'd want to give that away, right? They're not going to show us Jon riding a dragon or anything.
Yeah, I mean that's a pretty big reveal. I don't think that they would.
And that it is Rhaegal right there, and I don't see anyone on his back. So it's also possible that Jon's going to ride on Drogon with Dany a couple of times before he gets Rhaegal too. So
you can see the green and Rhaegal here, and you can see the more red black Drogon.
Yeah,
dragons are huge. Yeah, awesome. Look at how huge they are flying through the cliffs, right?
They're huge, but I see them differently, man. After Viserion got speared like that, they look a lot more fragile to me now. You know, they really do.
Yeah.
Like I see him flying around and I just worry. I'm like, oh, where's the Night King?
And then, of course, we have the scene. We talked about this in the podcast that we dropped yesterday. LML, Arya wondering at dragons. We know that, you know, Arya knows about the history of the Targaryens, and you know, she's totally got parallels going on with Visenya Targaryen, sister queen of Aegon the Conqueror. So that's pretty interesting. Let's talk a little bit more about this. This has kind of been hammered a little bit more because it's been out for about a week, but let's talk about this. Still there, Elmo?
Yeah, we said let's talk about this. I thought you were about to play a clip or something.
Oh, sorry. This is just Arya. Here's Arya looking at dragons.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, well, I just dig how Arya's cloak is got it's like cut to one side, so her sword arm is always free. It just shows she's a badass and she's ready to kill at all times. I dig that.
And it's got the stark pattern of the sigil. It's got that kind of that diamond lattice, which is going on, which is pretty sweet. So I like that as well.
Yeah, and like we said, this is Arya serves as, you know, vicarious. She's the stand-in for the audience here, you know, gawking at the dragons, a little bit terrified, a little bit excited, and it fits her personality. You know, it's cool to show Arya not afraid of the dragons where everyone else is. You know, just fits with her character. She's a badass. We all know.
Hell yeah, she's gonna. Some people are saying that Arya is gonna ride a dragon. I don't know about that, but you know, she certainly could fight in tandem with one. I would love to see that, and especially if Jon's gonna ride one. Let's move forward. Boom, we got Grey Worm seriously putting on his helmet. And then is this Samwell Tarly in the Godswood? Near one of the
I thought it was Jon. It looks a little taller, but
could this be Jon? Actually, no, that's Jon. That's totally Jon because of his cloak. So this
and
is
the words are Jon's that are playing over this, if I don't.
Yeah, let's get the audio going on this too.
I promise to fight for the living.
That's Jaime. I promise to fight for the living. So that was Jaime. I promised to fight for the living there. So it wasn't Jon.
Okay, so it was another superimposed one. Yeah, because it's definitely not Jaime.
But this is pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's cool. Jon alone in the heart, you know, shades of Ned here. Maybe looks clean his sword in the pond or something.
You know what? This I got a little tinfoil about this. I think that this could be one of the final scenes of Game of Thrones, and we don't know it. We're assuming that they're only going to show us some of the stuff from the earlier episodes, but this could be like, you know, Bran's maybe dead or something has happened, and this could be maybe, you know, Jon at the end or something, and he's just kind of reminiscing on all the things that have happened, and he's going to this tree. But you could be right. It could be like, you know, him, you know, just wandering about when he's found out the news that, you know, he's Aegon Targaryen.
Yeah, it could be anything. Like you said, it could be a last scene, could be anything at all. But the main thing that's exciting about it is just, you know, seeing Jon walk in the footsteps of Ned is pretty cool.
Then we got this. My man, Sandor Clegane. There's fire and Sandor Clegane in the same
guy. He just can't get away from fire. It's the middle of the long night. It's snow everywhere, and poor Sandor.
Fuck fire. So, you know, I suspect that this is the battle at Winterfell, or, you know, maybe this is, you know, before the Clegane Bowl. I think that that's definitely going down. But I think this is the battle for Winterfell. He looks scuffed up. So what do you think about this?
Can you roll it so we can? So I think there's another couple scenes after this that are contiguous, right?
Yeah. There's Sandor. Oh, there's Jaime. So Jaime.
No.
And then
Yeah,
there's
so it's splicing in and out, but you see a lot of people running around in fire. So I can't really say much more than.
Yeah, we can't. I mean, there's not much to go on here other than they want to
on
include
fire and there's a fight.
They wanted to include Sandor in the trailer and they didn't want to give too much away. We now have 800 people watching. Hype. I love it. But yeah, so you think the Clegane Bowl is going to go down? Like, we got to get that, right?
Somebody's got to kill Gregor. I mean, who's it going to be? I think so. I think it's more likely that the show will do it than the books, but I think there's a good chance of it happening. I mean, so the brother versus brother struggle is all over the series. It's in the main story. It's in the legends and stuff, as Crowfoot's daughter of the Disputed Lands channel, another great YouTube channel, has some cool videos on that. So I have to think that with Sandor and the Mountain, they gotta resolve that. Yeah, they gotta face each other. They have to.
That's key to Sandor's arc and him, getting some sort of peace of mind, because the hatred of Gregor definitely is always going to be there if he's still around. So hell yes, chat. I'm loving everyone in chat. Damn, John Del Vento, what's going on, my man? Mia Ice and Fire, AU Pack Meals in there too, and Liz Kopeach. I will do some more shout outs. There's Jaime, and we got what's he saying?
I intend to keep that promise.
I intend to keep that promise. Man, I'm loving all the Jaime vibes that are going on in this trailer, dude. Like, he's definitely gonna he's not going back to Cersei 100%.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I have to say the Jaime Cersei dynamic is really kind of gotten weird in the last couple seasons. I'm not quite sure what the show is doing with it. They kind of almost like normalized what should have been a very problematic relationship kind of going on after that whole thing where they had sex in the sept, and they supposedly tried to make it look consensual, but they didn't film it right and it didn't look consensual at all, and then they didn't address it, and I don't know, but I guess finally at the end, go ahead.
Someone's questioning Jaime here or something like, yeah, we don't believe you or something like, and he's like, no, I'm gonna keep that promise. Yeah, well,
that makes a lot of sense. I mean, nobody believes Jaime. He's the Kingslayer. He's got no honor, shit for honor, all that stuff. But I mean, if he's gonna achieve any sort of resolution, atonement, whatever, obviously he's got to be willing to throw his life away to save other people, since he's killed so many people. And you also look for some sort of scene with him and Bran to obviously bring that to a close, that drama that kind of started everything when Jaime pushed Bran out the window.
Yeah,
what do you think is going to happen with that? We know something's going to happen there. How do you picture that?
Yeah, we talked about earlier how, it could have been Jaime in the scene with Bran and Samuel, which would have been really interesting, right? Because, Bran and Samuel are kind of going to be a duo. We have, all the books that Samuel brought back from the Citadel, and Bran's actually able to go to some of these locations because of the Weirwood net and whatnot. So, but it's really interesting with Jaime. I think that when he arrives to Winterfell, there's going to be a few people that can vouch for him. Right? We got Brienne of Tarth. We can't forget about her, and she's going to be around, right? And Arya was there to witness when Walder Frey was kind of boasting about how they took apart the Starks and did all of that. And Arya was there to listen to Jaime. I'm not necessarily saying Arya is going to like Jaime, but she was there as kind of like the barmaid in there, and she was listening to everything, right? So I think that, there's going to be people that are going to be unhappy about it, but Bran might even be the one. Bran could be the one, is what I'm going to try to say, is be like, no, he's cool. He's got something to say. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because Bran clearly is mostly beyond holding grudges about stuff. Like, you could see in the way that he dealt with Peter, there wasn't really a lot of emotional bitterness against Peter. Although he knew damn well what Peter was. So Bran is losing his humanity in a sense. So we all know that. So yeah, it makes perfect sense that he would have no problem looking at Jaime and being like, nope, he's here to fight for us now. So it's all good.
Man. Yeah, he is and he obviously broke a vow when he vowed to protect the king, but he killed the Mad King for the right reason. So, yeah.
Somebody's okay. Here's the interesting thing. Somebody's pointing out, Shelley Stotler says, Bran will not tell, I don't think. Nobody knows that Jaime pushed Bran out of the window. I mean, they figured out, like, the Starks figured out the cat's paw and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But, like, they don't really know exactly what happened. So that would be interesting if Bran and Jaime had this conversation and Bran's like, yeah, I know what happened. It's all good, brother. And like nobody, and he chooses not to tell people. That would be,
or really, Bran could even lie and refute it to protect Jaime, something like that, like something along those lines. I mean, because he knows. I mean, Bran had those visions of when Jaime. I mean, when he's going through the flop, when he's downloading all the information from the Weird End after Bloodraven is killed and to hold the door, he has that vision and Jaime sitting on the throne, and then of course he sees the future with the wildfire, and of course we know that Cersei later on destroys the Sept of Baelor in that, but he sits on the throne, right? And that's really interesting. Bran knows that kind of. Well, he definitely has a role to play in the end game.
Yeah, and I think it should not be lost that forgiveness is such an important theme in the books.
Yeah.
George over and over shows us what happens to people who don't forgive and who become consumed with vengeance. Yeah. They always destroy themselves. It's clearly something that's in the forefront of Martin's mind. The thing about fantasy is that the lore is fights, battles, dragons, soldiers, war, magic, fireballs, wizards, death, and George, I think, is very conscious of not, he's talked about wanting to show, there's glory to war, but there's also the feast for crows, the cost to the small folk. And so forgiveness is so important. And when we talk about how's the ending going to be solved, how are we going to, fix everything, it's probably going to be more complicated than just slashing the White Walkers with a sword like Foamkeeper.
He's lifting up. We're currently screen capping, but
it's cool. So I thought they could see my little picture at least in the bottom corner, but that's okay. I think they know when I'm holding.
Do it again. We got to get
Foamkeeper.
Foamkeeper. I have the hype light on. I mean, it's not quite a weapon, but I mean.
So if you're looking for something that is more complex than just slashing all the White Walkers, I would look to forgiveness, settling of grudges, letting things go, letting hate go, resolving things, all of that kind of stuff. So
breaking the wheel. Yeah, great comment. Man, so many hype people in chat. I'm loving this. So we have 800. We're at 844 now. Who knows? We may even get to 1,000. That'd be insane. Jaime, do we have any more thoughts on Jaime? I mean, does he appear again in the trailer? Let's roll through the trailer even more. Let's see what else comes after this here. We have, sorry, I'm going to get the audio going here. Wait, are those direwolves?
Where?
Oh, I think those are direwolves, dude.
Where?
Look at this. Look, are those direwolves?
Oh, gosh. People were saying, "Where's Ghost?"
Whoa!
I see white animal legs of some kind.
Is that Ghosty?
Oh man.
Oh, okay. No, that's horse. That's a horse.
Yeah, it's probably a white horse.
Damn, but maybe Ghost could be in there.
Wait, there's Ghost. That's his rib cage on the ground there. Oh, I'm kidding.
My
Dragons don't eat Ghost, guys.
No.
That's how I felt when people are like, well, the cold mist in the crypts, that's Bran. Be like, no, that's not Bran, that's the others. It's like,
I can't believe you just did that to chat, bro. They will consume. Okay, there's Jon running. We'll get to the horses in a second. Maybe
and now I'm getting well-deserved hate. This time I earned it. No,
is everybody?
I'm kidding. Not funny. Rage. No, well, but where is it?
Wait.
Let's turn the rage to HBO. Where is Ghost?
I got something for you. I got my soundboard today.
Shame.
Oh.
Shame. Shame.
So we got the soundboard working. We got some shame for LML there. Jon's running here. This is the battle for Winterfell. I'm assuming he's getting into the fray. He's running. There's the Unsullied. See, I don't know. Is that first part? Is that Ghost? No, that looks like a white horse. Right?
I think it's a horse. Yeah.
Okay. So they're going.
And speaking of white horses, the very last frame gave us the leg of an actual whited horse, didn't it? But keep going where you are. That was fun.
Okay, so then we talked about this scene earlier, but do we want to revisit it since there's so many people here? Yeah, I mean, the dragon. Jon's gonna ride a dragon, right?
I mean, it's like we said, he's walking up to Rhaegal like he means business and he knows what he's doing. He doesn't look hesitant, you know. I guess the one thing that could be like maybe they're both walking up to get on Drogon and they've done it before, and that's why Jon is confident here. But
Yeah,
we know he's gonna ride Rhaegal. Come on, guys.
yeah,
So, gotta have
it's gonna. We got another donation. Dwight Walker. I don't know if I missed this, but I know Cersei is drinking wine because she no longer be with child. I mean, they used to drink back in the day, like the practices of pregnant. I mean, didn't they used to drink when like they were pregnant and shit?
if anyone's drinking while she's pregnant, it's Cersei.
Yeah,
That's why I'm laughing.
we're not. Everybody, we're not. Yeah. Anyways, let's just thank you for the donation. Yeah, she's drinking. Cersei Lannister. Damn. Okay, so we got Jon and Dany walking, and they're probably eating some horny goats. You think? Is this?
Yeah, sure, definitely. I'm sorry, I got to read this.
Okay.
Somebody says, where to go? O'Hara Young. Jon already was riding a dragon in season 7.
Let's give a round of applause. Who was that?
I lost it. Shit. O'Hara Young.
Hype hands in the chat for that comment. Jon really is already riding a dragon. Let's continue on with the trailer. There's Sansa. I don't think what's really going on here. I don't know. Is this Winterfell? I mean, I don't know really what we can take from this.
Like I said, there's 3 or 4 shots of Sansa, and she's alone in every single one. I wonder if there's a message there, if that's just happened to be that way.
Yeah. Then we have here's the 6th scene with Arya. She's doing some twirls and she's fighting in Winterfell. Here we go. Boom, boom. So what do we think about this? Arya, what is that?
Who is she chopping? Yeah.
Who is she chopping? This is outside Winterfell, I think.
Yes. Yeah, so that circular I do recall this brazier. The wall sconces are not my game, but braziers I know all about. So that sort of circular thing with the fence post looking, that's definitely, I mean, I'm pretty sure that's Winterfell.
Yeah, it's got to be Winterfell. And then we have Dany is looking super sad here. This is inside Winterfell, maybe? I mean, I don't know. She looks really sad here. Like super sad. Maybe Jon is not happy about the news and he's like,
well, look, Jon is absolutely the type of person who, when he first hears, is going to be like, we have to break this off. We can't do it. It's wrong. And then like, maybe he'll come around later and soften back up to it or something. Or maybe they'll just be friends, but I don't know. I definitely see him at first, like pushing her away, you know, because that just has to happen.
There's a Tyrion shot of him walking up to a dragon, maybe. I don't know. Some people are saying Tyrion confirmed as the 3rd dragon, Targaryen. Oh, and then then we got so I like how they did this shot. Tyrion, and then like in the darkness, there's a dragon. Like they're trying to like hint that Tyrion's going to be a nice little snack, which I personally don't agree with. But you know, there's all those Tyrion's going to betray Daenerys and Jon theories out there.
Yeah, obviously those 2 scenes are from different settings. The lighting is all different and all that, but this seems like a false, like a mislead, you know, fake out, head fake here, I would say.
This is in this could be like in the final battle or the battle. This looks like Drogon right here because
this is either in pitch black night or, you know, underground inside somewhere really dark.
Oh man, he looks so awesome there.
My boy.
And then we have the audio for this is absolutely absurd. One sec, let me get it up here. Then we have the final part of this. I'm trying to line this up here for everyone.
Someone's like Tyrion looking at Sansa. Yeah, Sansa is pretty tall. That could be.
And then we have this, the final part of the trailer. And that's the arrival of the White Walkers at the end there. So pretty interesting stuff, man. Like, you know, there's Jorah outside there. There's Bran of Tar. There's Podrick Payne.
Yeah.
And who else do we get to see? The Unsullied. It's got, you know, what's going to be really interesting is they talked about this in the. Let's stop screen sharing here. We can show ourselves now just for a little bit. What's really interesting is they talked about the battle in Winterfell being bigger than the battle in the Two Towers, Lord of the Rings, the battle at Helm's Deep. So it's going to be, and apparently this episode is 90 minutes long, LML. So that's going to be insane, right?
And do we know which episode this is probably going to be? 5?
3. That's going to be episode 3.
Okay, well, so that kind of tells you like they're not going to win that battle, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's not the last battle, so this is more of a last stand kind of thing. And plus, if the White Walkers are trying to get to the Isle of Faces, if they're going to get to King's Landing, then they've got to get past Winterfell, and that would have to happen early in the season. So I think that's pretty much telegraphing that the Army of the Dead is going to get past Winterfell. It's a question of, will there be anyone left alive in Winterfell hiding out afterwards, or does everybody have to flee Winterfell and go somewhere else? You know, you have to wonder, is it the kind of thing where the Army of the Dead is moving south and killing, and in order to stop them, Jon and Dany and a select force have to fly north, because we did see the dragons flying north, and maybe they've got to go to White Walker City, where they convert the babies or whatever. And
Lands of Always Winter. We saw we don't know if there's a castle there or anything like that, but we did see the ice altar, which was very interesting.
Yeah, maybe they got to smash all those ice altars and obelisks there, or you know, the White Walkers also, we see them freezing over the weirwood trees.
Yeah,
and in my own mythical astronomy, you know, book centric symbolic exploration, I've been drilling in on the connection between the weirwoods and the White Walkers, and essentially, I think that the White Walkers' goal might be to essentially freeze over the weirwood net, like not just freeze over Westeros, but it's the weirwoods that are really important that they're trying to freeze over. You saw them break in and basically kill Bloodraven with the ice spear, and that weirwood sort of froze over above. So that would seem to lead me to think they're going for the God's Eye and the Isle of Faces and stuff. So yeah, my question is, will there be anyone left in Winterfell after the White Walkers get past?
This is really interesting. Like the scenario that like, are they going to be surrounded where they can't evacuate Winterfell? Like, what is their plan of action? I would think that they would try to like evacuate them, but the Night King has a dragon and there's whites, and like the Army of the Dead is going to be absolutely massive, right? So like looking at the strategic side of it, like how is that actually going to go down, right? Like, who's gonna, like, is Jon gonna get them into the crypts? There's a secret passage. Like, we don't know anything as far as that goes.
Yeah, it's those are all possibilities. And Jamie McKenna in the chat is wondering, could Jon and Dany be flying north to find more children of the forest, a la The Last Hero? You know, because we don't really know if those children in the caves were the last ones or not, do we? Definitively.
No, I mean, I think that there might be one plugged into, there might be like a final one at the God's Eye, or a couple of them at the God's Eye that are still there. And, you know, Bran goes there and he enters the Weir Net there. I think that we could see something like that, because in the season 6 lore, they had the spiral that we saw where they made the Night King.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
They called that the God's Eye in the lore video, and I have a God's Eye video where I talk about that. In the lore video, they call that the God's Eye. So it's very interesting. Is there another place that is just like that on the Isle of Faces? I think so as well.
Well, so when you say God, just to make sure everyone knows, when we say God's Eye, the God's Eye is the lake. The Isle of Faces is the island with all the weirwoods on it in the middle. So yes, I basically, Kyle, believe that there's that weirwood location with the obelisks on the Isle of Faces, and must be a matching one in the Heart of Winter. And I think that we've seen, that's what that frozen weirwood is up north. Or it could just be, I guess, Bloodraven's tree maybe is the matching one. And so when they've frozen Bloodraven's tree, that's like objective number 1, but they've got to get to the Isle of Faces and get to that location.
And that's why it's so important that Bloodraven gives the information to Bran. He's like, listen, you got to get out of here because you're me now. You have to go make sure the Night King doesn't make it to the God's Eye and to accomplish whatever he wants to. Because I think the Night King has one of two goals: either die trying to get to the God's Eye so he doesn't have to be in his form anymore. Imagine being an icy, you can't communicate, you can't, reproduce, whatever. Or he gets to the God's Eye and like reverses time, or like, I don't think George is going to go that way, but trying to reverse whatever happened to them, right? The curse, so to speak.
Either that, or if they're stuck as icy beings, then maybe by freezing the weirwood net, they make it something that they can inhabit. Because there's so many clues that Night's King used to be a green seer before he got tied to that tree. The fact that he can meet Bran on the astral plane and invade the weirwood dream, it strongly reeks of transformed green seer. So I think that essentially, like I said, they're trying to freeze over the weirwood net so they can inhabit it again, more or less, and kick the human green seers out. Now,
sorry, go ahead. I'll bring it up after your point.
So many thoughts, but just real quick, I think that I really like this idea that I'm sort of building here. I guess I sort of came up with it today, but the idea that Jon and Dany have to go north while the army is going south, and that basically you're going to end up with this race where Night's King is getting to the God's Eye and Jon and Dany are trying to unfreeze the weirwood tree or whatever they're trying to do up north. So that could be fun. And ultimately there's probably going to be a confrontation on the astral plane with Bran and Night King too. And so you're going to have a physical battle and a weirwood net battle happening at the same time. And I think they're going to bring it together in a nice little symphony, just like they did with the RLJ scene, where you see Rhaegar and Lyanna in the, in front of the heart tree, and you see the boat sex happening, and you see Bran talking, and it's all just sort of rotating. That's what you're going to get, I think, with that conclusion that, the Night's King trying to get to the God's Eye, Jon and Dany up north, and it's all going to be happening together.
What's really interesting is Bratislava brought up an interesting point in chat. There's only 6 episodes. How much time are they going to have to do this kind of thing? It's really interesting. How much of the backstory of the Night King are we going to get? How much are they going to reveal? We know that we're getting a prequel show, and they're going to be touching on the darker history of Westeros, which is really interesting. So certainly some points of contention to hey, how much are we actually going to get revealed? They have to hit us with the big stuff in Game of Thrones season 8 to make it like one of the best seasons of television ever, which is what they're, and with how hard they worked on it, you would figure that they would want to do that. One interesting thing too, we talked about Bran and that dagger and giving Arya the dagger, and you talked about, Bran having to enter the weirwood net, enter that time space where time is fluid, and, how is the Night King going to be stopped is really interesting, right? I see some people ask that in chat, and I think things are going to have to get really seriously dire, and there's going to feel like a moment in the final season where they feel like they've lost, and then there'll be someone has to make some sort of sacrifice to, stop them. And I think, Bran could certainly be that person.
Yeah, and there's an interesting thought being raised in the chat here. Let's see if I can find it. Chat is moving fast. Thanks, guys. I love all these thoughts that are flying in. I'm getting a lot of them here. But they were saying, I don't think Arya would run from anyone except for the only thing that scares her is the faceless men, Sean Malloy. So we saw Jaqen let her go, basically, and give her his blessing at the end of that. But in the books, I don't think that's going to be the case. Arya is going to be fleeing the faceless men in the books, I think. And you could definitely see the faceless men show up. Jaqen's a popular character. He's fun. He's good looking. He's charming. So maybe they are displeased with Arya, or maybe someone hires them. Who knows? So that's an interesting idea that I had not heard anyone suggest, and I thought I'd just read that. So
let's kind of get to our end thoughts here. Trailer, your overall thoughts of the trailer. What would you rate it out of 5?
Oh man, this was pretty top notch. I don't know what else you could want. I mean, it's a trailer, so the point is to build hype and give us stuff to talk about. And I think on that count, it was a 5 out of 5.
Yeah, I got to agree. They gave us moments that are super exciting. I don't think they gave us too many moments beyond episode 3. I don't think they want to spoil too much, but there could be a scene in there where it's like, okay, we think this is early on in the season, but it's actually later on. In chat, holy crap, we got 888 people watching right now. It's absolutely absurd.
People are rating it 12, 7 out of 5, 11 out of 5, 6.8. Everyone likes it.
3 or 5, Kyle. I'm going with 111.
Our brains are scrambled.
We didn't see. Let's talk about who wasn't in the trailer for a few minutes here while everyone is still here. And of course, if you're enjoying, please subscribe to Lucifer Means Lightbringer. You're going to be doing an after show. I'll be doing an after show. You're going to be doing a pre-show as well. So hyping up episodes for Game of Thrones season 8, right?
Yep, my after show will be short because we're going to do our main thing early in the day. And just so you know, we do 3 Eastern on Sunday every week on my channel. Right now, we're doing mythical astronomy stuff. 3 Eastern, Lucifer Means Lightbringer YouTube channel. And we're just going to turn that into a pregame. So yeah, that you can find us there for 2 hours with all the myth heads and lots of other people from the community like Kyle and Gemma and In Deep Geek and Ideas of Ice and Fire and Gray Area and whoever else.
Hell yeah. It's going to be
awesome. Little Joe Magician if I play my cards right.
So many awesome content creators in the community to go up there and watch. I'll be doing an after show with Secrets of the Citadel and J.R. Rowley. We're going to have special guests, so we'll be going live right after the episodes. So be on the lookout for that. And every Wednesday, we'll be breaking down the little preview trailers that they have. So everybody that's watching that likes live streams and likes to see that kind of content, there's going to be lots of that during Game of Thrones season 8. Let's talk about a little bit who Theon and his sister. Were they in the trailer? Did we see them? Did we see Yarsha?
No, we didn't see either one of them.
So that's really interesting, right? I mean, you hypothesized earlier, and you talked a little bit about this earlier, some sea battle. I think we can maybe see a Battle of Blackwater 2.0 in like episode 5 or something. You know what I mean? Like a final stand between Theon and his uncle and Yara and all that. That could be interesting.
Yeah, that plot seems to be like pretty low on the totem pole, but I guess they gotta work with it. That's always the skill with the writers and producers of a show like this. You know, when you're obviously working towards something as big as the White Walkers and the dragons and all that, how do you include Varys and Jorah and some of these smaller storylines? But they've done a pretty good job with that so far. So I'm looking forward to seeing how they do it. And I like that they throw little bits of comedy in there too, a lot of times with those characters.
Oh yeah. And you know, this is the final season, so they got to wrap everything up. They're saying missing Bronn. Some people are saying Davos is missing. You see him walking along along Winterfell, looking below. So Davos is in there. He's gonna be a huge part of the season. Davos is in there very briefly, like for 1 second. Bronn. So we're gonna stop that for a second here. Let's continue. Who else are we missing? We didn't. Melisandre, is she in there? I don't think we saw her, right?
No, we don't see Melisandre, unless I'm wrong. That's crazy.
So no Melisandre.
We know she's going to be figuring into things.
We saw pictures of Gilly in the new covers and the new pictures of season 8, but we didn't see her. We saw Samwell. Oh, damn, something that we missed that we didn't talk about. Ricey says, anyone mention Jorah having Heartsbane? What do you think about that, LML? Do you think that?
What do we think? Will it happen?
Somebody said it happens in the trailer.
Oh, Heartsbane? Like the Tarly sword?
So Gilly's in the trailer? Okay, my bad. Does Jorah have Heartsbane in the trailer? Can we confirm that? Did we
There's so much. I may have missed it. I watched it like twice before I jumped on here, but Gilly and Baby Sam were with Varys.
Okay, Gilly and Baby Sam were with Varys. Okay,
that's cool.
People say he has it. Okay, so most of the people in the chat are saying that that Jorah has Heartsbane. That's kind of interesting. He does have Heartsbane. The Night King says he has Heartsbane. So Ricey's gonna send me a pic on Twitter. Okay, cool. That's going to be really interesting. What do you think about that? Jorah getting a Valyrian steel blade. I mean, he told Jon to keep Longclaw, but him getting Heartsbane is really interesting, man. I mean, he's certainly a good fighter, and they need all the best fighters with Valyrian steel, right?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, they're all pretty much. They're not. They're all Valyrian steel swords. There's really not anything unique about any of them unless they decide to whip out Dawn. So
I'm gonna
Let's
screen
ask.
that.
Let's actually take a quick poll in the chat, guys. What do you think? Are we going to see Dawn? I don't know if anybody's listened to the podcast that Kyle put out with me on it just yesterday, but we talked a little bit about that, and that just the fact that they leaned Dawn up against the bed at Jon's birth at the Tower of Joy kind of makes you wonder, what is that?
That is Heartsbane. That is 100% Heartsbane. Jorah has Heartsbane.
Okay, well, I mean, Sam's not much of a warrior, so maybe he just, through circumstance, it makes sense to give it to him. I mean, that's what I'd do, right? If you had a good weapon like that and you're not really a fighter, you'd give it to a strong guy. Like, and hey, go chop away, man.
You can see the hilt there of Heartsbane is pretty unique in the long handle. That's badass, chat. You are the real MVP, by the way, chat. Thank you for that, for pointing that out to us. Hell yeah. Dawn, that's an interesting. Yeah, we did talk about Dawn in the podcast, man. Like, I don't know. It was such a featured thing in the Lyanna and Ned scene, right? That I think that we have to see it again, right? And in the books is so prominent, So what do we think about that? Will we see Dawn again? And I mean, the whole Azor High prophecy obviously is more announced in the books, but in the show, I mean, a bed of blood, the bleeding star, all of that, and the hilt. Ned puts the sword right at the bedside, and Lyanna's obviously not in good shape. So, and Jon is born there at the Tower of Joy. So certainly interesting, right?
Yeah. And like I said, if people are giving swords away, like I said, they're all the same. They're all Valyrian steel swords. They all kill the others. They have different pommels. So the only one that's even slightly unique is Dawn. Other than that, it's mostly like thematic or emotional importance. Like when Jon offered Jorah Longclaw, that was touching. And when Jorah denied it, it showed that Jorah basically is owning his disgrace and saying, no, I'm not worthy. I haven't atoned for my sins. I don't deserve to carry that. And that makes you, I mean, Jorah's pretty shitty, especially in the books, but it makes you at least like, give him a little bit of a nod. Like, okay, he's conscious that he's dishonored himself. That's a slight improvement.
Well, what's really interesting is Sam cured Jorah of grayscale, and then he gives him Heartsbane. Like, this is really, I mean, I don't know. Like their connection is amazing, right? Like just the fact that they're continuing to further their relationship is really interesting, right? So, I mean, and certainly I thought Jorah was going to be one of the first deaths of the season, like protecting Daenerys at the Battle of Winterfell or something, but him getting a Valyrian steel blade, I don't know, like that's super intriguing to me. And yeah. him regaining honor, like he said, so that's really
I mean, I guess in the show they've already tried to atone him a little bit by giving him, because Dany's the one that he betrayed and played falsely and took advantage of, and he and Dany had that moment. It's hard for me. My mind's always in the book reality where the dynamic is different. But I guess they've already tried to show Jorah like, atoning and admitting and all that stuff. So,
and then I guess Lyanna Mormont we didn't get in the trailer. They're going to have an interesting interaction, so we got to look forward to that.
Yeah. Oh, I guess somebody's pointing out. Yeah, Barrick's sword is definitely unique, and we did get that in the trailer. So good call.
So that's another interesting one.
Okay, well, so that's so what I want to see is Jon light his sword on fire. We talked about this before. Jon was resurrected by R'hllor power, quote unquote, just like Barrick was. And Barrick has the ability to just light his sword on fire. So shouldn't Jon be able to do that too? Like, there's no reason why he couldn't.
On a Valyrian steel blade, nonetheless, and Jon having both Stark and Valyrian blood in him, that would be interesting if that's he's able to like power up his sword, so to speak. You know what I mean? That's pretty sweet. Oh
yeah, totally. So that would be my prediction. We're definitely going to get Jon with a flaming sword riding a dragon. Come on. Preston Cox says in the books, Jorah Mormont, that's Jorah's dad, the old bear, told Sam to find Jorah, and this is when the old bear is literally dying after the mutiny at Craster's. He tells Sam to find Jorah and tell him that he forgives him and to please take the black. So they kind of make sense that something parallel would happen in the story where Sam and Jorah are going to have a moment, and that's probably how Jorah gets Heartsbane. Is in that moment, Sam's like, listen, you're supposed to join the Night's Watch. Here's a badass sword. go do what your dad told you to do and redeem yourself and fight the others. So that makes a lot of sense. Nice one, Preston.
We didn't get a ghost sighting in the trailer, although I did freak out at the sight of a white horse, which I thought may have been Ghost. I was a little bit hype in that moment. So, but they straight up said like, "Hey, we're getting Ghost in season 8." So, chat, direwolf emojis. All right. I mean, we don't have a direwolf emoji, but wolf emojis in the chat, like, please. Anything else that we got to point out, LML? And by the way, lots of Game of Thrones season 8 content, everyone. 830 people here, 830 people watching right now. If you like to get hype, this is the place to get hype. I get excited. I love Game of Thrones, and you all seem to as well. So if you're enjoying this, subscribe, and of course, be on the lookout for tons and tons of Game of Thrones season 8 content.
You're so hype, you're waking giants in the earth right now, dude. Your camera's having an earthquake. There are the direwolf emojis. Yes, free Ghost. I have to think that.
Wait. I got to do this. Everyone, my favorite character, Sandor Clegane. I got the soundboard ready.
I understand that if any more words come pouring out your cunt mouth, I'm going to have to eat every fucking chicken in this room.
There's going to be a lot of eating chicken this season, chat.
Listen, comedic timing is all about the way he says room, every chicken in this room. Like, it's the way he says room is what makes that hilariously funny, I think. But it's a great line.
Chicken in this room.
Every chicken in this room. It's like matter of fact. He's like, I'm going to have to do it. I'm going to eat every fucking chicken in here if you make me do this.
All right, let's take a look at the end of the trailer again. Before we go here, LML, people are asking for that in chat. You down for that? And then we'll
let's do it.
Let's do it. All right, let's get back. We're going to go take a look at the end of the trailer here. Let me go.
I saw people asking for the whole thing just to play it through all the way.
You want to look at it? Want to do a react together?
Yeah, let's do it. It's only like a minute and a half.
Yeah, let's do it. We're going to look at the whole trailer again, and we're going to watch it together. Senpai. Okay. I gotta line up the audio here too.
Oh, it's separate for you, huh? That's gonna be tricky.
So here we go. No, I can do it. And one. Are we screen sharing? Yeah, we are. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We got it. So Arya. Oh, the music, man.
I know
There's
that.
Davos.
He's got many faces. I look forward to seeing this one.
Oh.
Who's she threatening right there? That's what I wonder.
Cersei.
Everything you did brought you where you are now.
Samo.
Where you belong.
He's definitely talking to Jon.
Yeah, home, and then here's Jon. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They're coming. Our enemy doesn't tire. Doesn't stop. Doesn't feel.
Oh, and then they show Cersei doesn't feel anymore.
Oh, that's, yeah. Okay.
And she's feeling
I
there.
promise to fight for the living. I intend to keep that promise.
This trailer is amazing.
Yeah, that's pretty exciting.
There's a little ghost for everyone. He shows up there at the end.
Yeah, I think that was dubbed in by one Azor Hype.
That was me, everyone. That was actually not Ghost. So, okay, let's analyze the end of the trailer here. I've been live since pretty much 11:30. I said I would be going for a couple hours. I do have to go run some errands. So we're going to wrap up the stream here with LML. Thank you so much for joining me and coming on and entertaining the hype bringers in the chat.
Yeah, I need to eat. I haven't eaten much. I'm on West Coast time. It's only 11 o'clock. I was just waking up and I saw you online and I jumped in and I'm hungry. But
Let's
yeah,
go.
thanks everybody. I'm glad to see everyone's so excited. You know,
a little applause for LML.
thank you. And yeah, I'll look forward to covering it with you guys. Like I said, Sundays at 3 Eastern on my channel. We'll be doing that pregame, and I'll get Kyle on there. I'll be on Kyle's show. I'll be on my show. We'll be sharing the hype and passing it around.
Yep.
You know,
it's gonna be awesome.
Two podcasters, one hype.
Oh God. So thanks for joining everyone today. LML, where can everyone find you, by the way?
So just type in Lucifer Means Lightbringer and don't click on the satanic links and you'll find me. I'm all the top responses will be me. My YouTube channel is Lucifer Means Lightbringer. My website's Lucifer Means Lightbringer. And guys, if you like discussion panels, I have a second YouTube channel called Between Two Weirwoods, with the 2 being a number 2. So it's Between number 2 Weirwoods. Mm-hmm. And that is just like a con panel discussion, but longer. The topics can be anything. It's not limited to symbolism and mythology. And Kyle, I need to get you on one pretty soon here. I think we discussed talking about
Ragnarok. I mean, I've always brought up Ragnarok. That's kind of
you always want to talk about Ragnarok. No, I was wanting to talk about something more about characters that deal with trauma. I think we were talking about that because you're really strong on issues of psychology and issues of the heart, I find. So I think that would be a good
the human condition. We can talk about that. I'm down for it.
Totally. But guys, that's Between Two Weirwoods, and I'm Lucifer Means Lightbringer, and I will be bringing you the content this season, just like everyone else. We're all excited, and yeah, see you soon. Thanks for having me on, Kyle.
And thanks for coming on, man. Midstream there, deciding to join. You didn't refuse the call. You decided to answer the call. So hype to Lucifer Means Lightbringer. I'm Azora Hype, of course. And if you enjoyed this video, thumbs up, subscribe to everyone that's going to be watching this later. More videos are coming. I'm going to be breaking down this trailer all week. And thank you so much, everyone, to all the generous donations and all the awesome hype today in chat. Really, really looking forward to jumping all aboard the hype train for Game of Thrones Season 8. So we will see you all in the next videos. Hype and love, everyone.